at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332941.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
WKGN 1340, go Vols!
You're tuned in to East Tennessee's premier sports radio call-in show. This is The Drive.
And hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another stellar edition of The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. Russell Smith punching the time clock, 3:02 on your Tuesday afternoon edition of the show, live today from the White Claw Hard Seltzer studios of Fan Run Radio. Bob and Walker along for the ride this afternoon. Bear getting the day off as we begin the July shuffle. Yeah. A little bit of Bob, a little bit of Bear, a little bit of Walker.
Yeah, and don't think for a second that I didn't maybe hear some of the comments from yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
It implicated not only myself, but Walker.
What do you mean?
Bear was very vocal, and lo and behold, he's not here today.
I mean, Bear just misses us sometimes, and he'll lash out. You know how it is.
Bear also gave us the 35-minute notice today that he would not be here.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought Walker giving us 24 hours, little sketchy. Bob, gave us like a week or so.
2+ weeks.
Let us know ahead of time. Go ahead, adjust your calendars accordingly. And Bear and I discussed this on the show. Like, you want to give as much notice as possible. 35 minutes.
Yeah.
24 hours later. That's what Bear gave us 35 minutes ago. Guys, not going to be able to make it. Now, he is a little under the weather, but he was under the weather yesterday. And I told him, I as we were leaving the studio yesterday, Bob, I said, you wouldn't know, you weren't here. I said, hey, man, thanks for coming in. I added the thank you. That actually didn't happen. If you feel bad again tomorrow, feel free to go ahead and take the day off because I think Bob and Walker are going to be back. He said, okay, I'll let you know. Staying in constant communication as a true professional does. I think it was about noon earlier today, Bob. I sent in the group text.
Yep.
Bear, what's your status? What did he say? He said, I'm fine. I'm good.
I'm good.
He said he'll be in there. Okay. I'm fine. All right. We got the whole crew today. We're going to go, no guests scheduled, open lines all day long. If you want, 865-966-3435. We figured, hey, man, there's so much going on. We had this big soccer discussion we're having nationally. Why can't the U.S. be good at soccer? And now we've got the Adidas rollout continuing, the David Gabriel George. Like, there's just plenty to talk about. And 35 minutes before the show, Bears said, not going to be able to make it today.
Yeah, no Shump today, our weekly guy, but it's for good reason. Basketball team's working out right now.
How much would you rather be there with Shump watching the basketball team than here with me and Walker talking about soccer right now?
Don't make me answer that. You know how I'd feel about that.
You could go anytime. Like, it would be nice to have a show presence. I'm sure they would welcome a fan run personality.
I actually thought about it today when I was driving over. It's like, I've never asked. I should just maybe ask. I have a feeling I could get in there and be
Absolutely
there.
Absolutely. You're the head coach's neighbor. You're like best friends. You're grilling buddies.
Yeah. So, but the good news is Shump will be with us tomorrow. And we'll talk about that amongst other things. He's got some thoughts on these uniforms too. I mean, there is a lot to talk about, even in kind of the driest point of the year.
Yeah. Walker, how much has the much anticipated Adidas rollout today dulled the pain of Team USA's ignominious exit from the World Cup last night, which you and I spent an hour discussing afterwards?
Yeah, and we always talk about how those sessions or therapy sessions after a bad loss like that. To be honest, I didn't feel better after we wrapped up that talk last night. But it is nice to see that Adidas is not messing up our uniforms and that we will look good going into the fall.
Bob, any thoughts on the big Adidas reveal today? My thought, the only one that really changed much was the home baseball uniform. Everything else was kind of what we expected, right?
The Lady Vols basketball uniform is it's pretty sweet. I
didn't see that one. Check that out right now.
Yeah, check it out. It's good. It is good. Probably better than the team. But
oh man, I don't know why you had to go there.
I know I shouldn't have, but no, I mean I think the football uniforms look great, and I mean these are little nuanced things. But even when they cut to the wide shot of Staley wearing it with the cleats that had white but a little bit of black in them, looked good, man. Looked good. Very happy with those. Basketball somehow looks better than it did last year to me, and it's pretty much the same uniform, but I do think they did some subtleties around the piping, around the neck and the shoulders and all that stuff.
I haven't noticed that.
I think it's really nice. And baseball, I wasn't really expecting what it came out looking like, but I like it. I liked all of it, man. I mean, I'm like, let's go. This is so far, so good.
Yeah, the Adidas thing, it does violate one of my core principles of uniforms, which used to go as a law, but there are no laws anymore when it comes to these things. But I've always been a big, you wear your nickname at home, you wear your city name or school name on the road.
That's a rule?
Well, it used to be. I mean, particularly in professional sports like the Celtics, when they're at home, the home white say Celtics. When they're on the road, it says Boston.
I've never even thought about that.
It's like the Cardinals. I'll bet your Reds do. Well, the Reds have a couple of different things going on, but it's not a hard and fast rule, but it's something that used to be adhered to pretty strictly, much like you wear your solid color at home in football, white jerseys on the road, unless you're the Cowboys, the Dolphins, the Browns, the Redskins. Now all that's changed and you wear whatever, I guess, the home team decides they want to wear.
Yeah.
And the road team adjusts accordingly. But anyway, I mean, the baseball uniform is a big change, but it's, again, they're erring on the side of less is more.
Yes.
Which I'm a fan of, and it's not crazy with piping and stripes and stuff all over the place. So I think generally the response I see online is positive.
It's all positive. I mean, and these are the ones we're going to see the most of. I know some people are still going through a little hand wringing on what the dark mode or if there's going to be smoky grays, what those are going to look like. But I don't know. So far, I feel like 2 days in, I think they're 2 for 2 so far in what they presented.
I haven't seen any Tennessee fans standing on the table saying, "Oh my God, these are terrible."
Yeah.
For any one uniform. But, some people might have a little nitpick here or there, but nothing major. Somebody texted me today about the basketball uniforms and said the T in Tennessee and Volunteers is like way too narrow at the top or something. I was like,
that feels like someone looking for something.
Fire everybody.
I mean, somebody in the T-Fox 1140 in the text box said needed the black on the white football unis, probably on the digits, I guess is what they're saying. I'm fine with what they came.
Colors are orange and white. Why can't we just be Tennessee? Why does everybody have to have a third color all the time, man? I think they got it right. Bob, did you watch the soccer game last night?
I did. I remember I texted you guys saying, "Hey, I'm a casual, and even I can tell this is rough."
My wife said today, because she went to sleep early and wanted to know what was happening in the morning. I told her we lost. She's like, She said it's kind of like, and now we have to keep throwing the party, even though our loved one has already left.
Yeah.
That was actually a great line from her.
That is pretty good.
You guys are soccer devotees, so I know you'll continue to watch. I'm not sure how much more I'll watch at this point. Like this well, the 4:00 game, we're going to be doing the show, but I don't know, man.
Well, let me ask you this, Bob. As a cat, you're a good person to ask about this. And this is the question I was thinking on the way in today. Do you want to be good at soccer as a nation? Do you really want to? Seriously, does it matter to you?
I'd like for us to be. There's a difference. I'd like for us to be good at soccer. I don't think I want it and need it.
But you didn't wake up this morning going, "Damn,
no,
we're so far away."
No.
See, that's where I think a lot. There are certainly people on your side of the aisle. I feel like there are more people on Walker and I's side of the aisle today than there were before the tournament, which really, at the end of the day, was probably the biggest thing. Walker and I talked about this last night. It's like, okay, what is the residual effect, the lasting impact of this World Cup? In 1994, soccer was an afterthought in this country. Like professional soccer, what's that?
Yeah.
And over the last 30 years, it's grown. Not huge, certainly not on the level of football or basketball. Getting there, baseball and hockey in terms of popularity.
Mm-hmm.
It's grown. What happens now? What are the generations of 8 to 12-year-old kids who are watching this World Cup and are like, hey, I want to get into that sport. What dividends does that pay 20, 30 years down the road? Obviously, time will tell, but it's important to me. It's important to a lot of us, and I see a lot of conversation about why it went poorly, what needs to change. Everybody seems to have a take out there. My take on the game, having had 24 hours or almost 24 hours to sleep on it and think about it, I feel like we came up small, man. I feel like the stage was set. We're playing a big opponent, not too big, not France or Spain, but a big name opponent with quality players on it. We're playing it in our massive home field advantage, and we've got momentum behind us. We've even got the president putting his finger on the scale a little bit. All the situations were lined up for us to have success. And what did we do? We looked scared. We looked not ready for the moment. We looked defeated, as Carly Lloyd said before we even set foot on the field. The time for moral victories is long since over, man. Like those days were done when we went to the quarterfinals in 2002. And it's supposed to be about advancing this thing. And we're a long way from that. So I don't want to hear, we're so, yes, you can find some positives and stuff in terms of the future. But for right now, we should be disappointed. And I think it's a good thing that so many people are.
I will say this. I thought it kind of tracks if you were watching that game last night, if you're like a Tennessee fan, because we've talked about this before. Sometimes the difference between our teams and some of the others that we aspire to play like on the collegiate level is we're not killers,
Mm-hmm.
And it sure felt last night. This team it came across as soft to me, man.
Yep.
They looked like the stage was too big or something. I don't know.
Well, I think from the public's perspective and even my perspective, we had looked at how good the United States had been playing in the group stage against subpar competition.
Mm-hmm.
Like our group was super easy.
Yeah.
And I think it lulled us into a sense of we forgot how big that gap is between the 20 to teams ranked 20 to 10 and the teams that are ranked 10 to 1. Like how big that gap really is that we're trying to bridge. And yeah, we didn't show up and we didn't play anywhere near as good as we could have. But it also just is a reminder, like, hey, even when we're looking at a team that's super aging, that this is still the level of a top 10 team in the world. And we just aren't there yet.
We're not there yet. I don't think the gap is as big as it used to be. I think the gap has shrunk. And I think that's why so many people are upset today.
Yeah.
Is because we know the gap has shrunk, but it didn't look like it because, to Bob's point, we came out tentative. We did not go for it. We looked soft. We looked scared. All those things. I was watching a clip with Landon Donovan earlier today. I'm not sure if this was taken after the game or before the game. It probably was taken after the game, but he was talking about, when he went to England briefly to play for Everton, this is after the 2002, 2006 World Cup, and he asked those guys, "Hey, what do you think about playing the national team, the English players? What do you think about playing us?" And they said, "We hate it. We hate it because you guys will run all day long. You fight. You're chippy, all that stuff. And yeah, you might not have the greatest technical abilities in the world, but damn it, they play hard and they're really, really tough." And we didn't see that last night. No. We saw guys checking out, and some of our biggest players did not come up big in the biggest moment. And so, yeah, I mean, I think there's something to that. Got to get our edge back. How can we combine a rise in technical quality through the years with maintaining that identity of what our country, what we want our country to be is, tough, blue collar, we're going to outwork you, outfight you type mentality. I haven't seen that in a couple of years, I would say.
I don't know, I feel like that identity is going to shift because the United States is not a scrappy underdog soccer team anymore. Like, that's like when you think of like guys who are just going to try and work harder and be scrappy and try and do stuff like that. Like, that's meant for underdog scrappy teams that aren't meant to beat big teams. Whereas like now we're trying to get to the next step where we are a legitimate threat to these guys, and you're not going to be seen as a scrappy team when you're supposed to be competing with those guys on that level.
I think it's ironic too that this whole thing that went on with Balogun, I think no matter what, Belgium was going to win that game in hindsight. But there's something that tells me Belgium used that ruling and everything else like rocket fuel for them. They played with a bigger chip on their shoulder as a result. I don't know if Team USA thought, hey man, we're in good shape now. We got our primary offensive threat back. I don't know, man. It felt like a perfect storm in a lot of ways. And man, I know there's been a back and forth on Christian Pulisic, but even again, I'm a casual. I can tell that if that guy is your guy, you gotta rethink that.
Couple things. I think that there's no reason that we can't combine that scrappy underdog mentality that Walker talked about with better players. I think that's the goal. I think that's what Belgium had. I don't think Belgium played any harder because President Trump made a phone call to get back. It's the World Cup. Mm-hmm. It's what these guys live for. They're always going to play that hard. That's the mentality you have to have going into these games. And I don't think we brought it last night, which is so disappointing. So, yeah, I mean, how do you get that edge back? Why was it missing in the first place? And what do you have to do? Because I do think Pulisic is a big part of it. I think Pulisic has had the weight of our country's soccer hopes and dreams, such as they are, on his shoulders since he was a 15, 16-year-old kid. And he's 28 now, Walker, 26, 27, 28, something like that.
Late 20s.
For 10 years, we've been looking at him and, hey, man, when are you going to win us a World Cup? And I think that's taken a toll on him.
He talked about it. They did a segment, like Ronaldo did a feature on him in the pregame leading up to the game, and he straight up said, yeah, this was growing up and being the Captain America. It was a big weight on him because he's not the type of guy that likes to be in front of the camera. He's never been that guy. He's never been the rah-rah, I'm going to go speak in front of the camera and get the nation fired up. He's always been quiet and kept to himself.
And he's a nice player.
Yeah.
He's not Messi, Ronaldo, Mbappe, Dembele. He's not one of the top 20 or I think he's one of the top 100 players in the world. I don't think he's top 20, top 50. But he's what we've got, so we're depending on him. And you saw him absolutely take it to Paraguay in the first game. You say, well, who's Paraguay? Well, they're the team that put Germany out. It was a team that's won multiple World Cups and is very good. And they could not deal with Christian Pulisic. Now he gets hurt. How much does that play into his later performance? But it was not there. It was not there last night. 865-966-3435, your phone number to get on the show this afternoon. As I said, open lines the entire program today. Walker will greet you as you call in, 865-966-3435. Coming up, more on the Adidas rollout. What makes a great uniform in sports? We talk about this so much now. Who should we emulate? Who should we stay away from when you're talking about what makes a great sports uniform? We'll get into that as we continue this afternoon. You're listening to The Drive, Fan Run Radio. Our first time out. We're back with more right after this.
The Drive.
East Tennessee Sports Authority. This is Fan Run Radio. Knoxville.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Oh, sorry. Getting in the mood because this Saturday is Christmas in July at Covenant Health Park. But your Knoxville Smokies have great promotions all week long. Like all-you-can-eat Wednesday, Knox Vegas Thirsty Thursday with half-off draft beers, fireworks on Friday, then yes, the big man himself on Saturday. We end the week with our day game of the week. It's a week full of fun at the ballpark. Get your tickets now at SmokiesBaseball.com.
Smokies! Is your yard starting to look more wild than welcoming? Yeah, don't let your landscape be that house on the block. At ECR Total Landscapes, we make sure your outdoor space is something you're proud of. From de-weeding flower beds to leaf blowing, trimming, mulching, and more, completely customizable to your property's specific needs. We'll handle it all. Why spend your weekends sweating it out in the yard when you can just sit back and enjoy it? That's the ECR difference. And right now, new customers can get 10% off your first month of our monthly maintenance package when you sign up for a full calendar year. That's right. Consistent, reliable service at a price that makes it easy to get started. No sweat, no hassle, just a better looking lawn week after week. Call ECR Total Landscapes today and mention promo code FANRUN to save 10% on your first month. Call 865-384-2012 or visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life account, offering extra benefits, including bank travel. Experience the trip of a lifetime to Ireland. Explore rolling green hills, historic castles, and charming villages across the Emerald Isle. Get in on the fun. Call 865-429-7935 today.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jacob Wolko. Here at Knoxville Smiles, every smile is unique and every smile has a story. We would love to get to know you and help you smile brighter with confidence. If you've been looking for a dental home that treats you like more than just a set of teeth, we would love to welcome you to the family. Please give us a call at 865-539-1776 or visit us at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
On there, and his first comment is, "Hey Bob, the show is Monday through Friday, 3 to 6."
Noted. I told you guys well in advance.
Coastal Vol says Bear for Bob is an art of the deal level trade.
Oh, thank you, Coastal Vol.
Brent V3 says, Bob, please break down the uniforms.
Being vicious to Bear.
Any more uniform thoughts after segment one?
Oh, we'll get there. Yeah, man, I'm looking at them again. I think they look great.
Favorite? Least favorite? You like the Lady Vol one?
Yeah, just because they got creative with the script on it. It's the old Lady Vols. I think it's kind of a throwback logo.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I do. What did they have before? Was it just Tennessee?
Yeah.
I like that better.
The Tennessee or the...
No, I like the Lady Vols better.
Yeah, and it feels like the uniforms just look a little more like there's none of the checkerboard stuff or any of that. It's just they look like uniforms. I like them.
Soccer uniform had a little checker down the
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Just fine. I don't know what they typically wear up there.
Yeah. No, that's that. There's honestly, based on what I've seen so far, there's nothing that I really am like, not feeling it. I like them all.
But I'm looking at the baseball jersey is really cool. I
like
mean,
that?
it would be cooler if they had like the orange pinstripes on the all white, but I just love that it's really simple. Like it's
Jonesy.
Tennessee with the number like in the Dodgers spot below the Adidas logo, and that's pretty much it.
Jonesy 404 says, buy season tickets, Bob. It's your last chance.
Oh, for Lady Vols, yeah, no.
Running out of time, Bob.
No.
They're holding them for you. They'll sell them to somebody else if you don't act quick.
I think the ship has finally sailed. I haven't heard from them now for about a week and a half, so that's good.
They'll circle back.
I'm so sorry.
Back to the baseball uniforms, though. Subtle thing that I like. Shout out to the button-up jerseys again.
Yes.
True.
I'm a big button-up guy myself. Button up. But I will say that as I've been paying more attention to these things, I noticed that the pullover look, that is a traditional baseball look.
Sure.
Like we've seen, I know the Braves had a lot in the 80s, the Royals, like I think if you go back to the Pine Tar incident game,
that's what
they were wearing those.
The A's in their heyday, that's all they had.
Pullover. That's what Tony liked, apparently. Vitello loved the pullover. Just felt more comfortable in it. You know what they say? Look good, feel good, play good.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
I'm looking forward to seeing the stormtrooper look with the white uniform.
I really liked the white uniforms we wore in baseball last year with the power team. Kind of, it was basically great. Like the Detroit Tigers scheme, which is, I mean, we're going to get into our baseball uniforms conversation here. Can we all agree? Tigers home unis in baseball, classic uniform.
Yeah.
Great uniform.
Yeah.
One of the best in sports. But I felt like that really had some potential. Maybe, add a little orange stripe. My policy is always more orange, the better, generally speaking. But I guess those go away.
I'm telling you, there's something about the top part of the basketball jersey that looks different to me. I mean, it's all good. I'm not criticizing it.
Oh, it's where the logo, the Adidas logo.
I guess so.
Is.
I guess.
Also, I don't know if we used to have like those rings of orange around the neck and around the shoulders.
Yeah.
I think that's what you're looking at.
I think that's what it is. And then conversely, for football, we don't have the ring of orange around the neck, which is
no, it looks like
collar.
a mesh type of deal.
I liked the orange collar.
I'm
not going to go to war. I'm not like it's a subtle difference. Doesn't make a huge difference to me, but the devil's in the details, right?
Yes.
Well, Phil has made his appearance in the YouTube chat here, and his initial take: Smokey Gray sucks. Butch Jones brick by brick.
Butch Jones is ass.
Feels a little excessive.
Yeah. Well.
GBO Kyle Beach says, that was the first soccer game that I've watched in this tournament, and I was disappointed. Well, yeah, you watched the last one, our worst performance. It's probably going to leave a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah.
Music City Sam says, soccer tournament is over for us. Glad we can move on.
Man, that's upsetting.
That's upsetting.
God, come on, guys.
Well,
there's only 3 more games, and they're going to be really good. Well, 4 more because there's one more this afternoon. Enjoy them.
I will proselytize for the men's national team. I think if you're not watching that last night, you either don't like sports or B, don't like our country, and I'm not sure which is worse.
Sure.
I'm not going to sit here and stand on a soapbox and tell you that you have to watch France and Portugal. Like if that's not your you don't like the game that much, I get it. You go do some. Walker and I'll watch.
Yeah,
and we'll have just a dandy time.
What are we looking at? What for a final? France, Spain?
Well, they're on the same side.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, France and Spain are going to play in the semifinal, and then Argentina is going to play
Switzerland or Colombia.
Yeah.
I would love to see France and England for the ship.
Yeah, that'd be good.
England, Norway is going to be really good.
Yeah, if you're an American fan and you're looking for a reason to watch a team to pull for England. I mean, they're our special ally through the years. many of us, trace our lineage back to that island, came over on ships many years ago.
Beat our arch rival in soccer for us.
Yeah, they're our guys.
Who's Morocco play next? France?
Yes.
Oh.
Ooh.
So sorry. I like Morocco, though.
Morocco's really good. They'll give France a game. France really hasn't played anyone of note yet. They're going to give France a good game.
Little consolation, but we were not going to get past Spain, even if we beat Belgium, right?
No, we were not.
I mean, not with that. It's a silly game. Here's the thing about last night's game is like casuals will at 4-1. We got our asses kicked. And for sure, we got outplayed. But those last 2 goals, like it's a 2-1 game at 60 minutes or so when Pulisic goes off. You're right there.
Mm-hmm.
You're a goal away from being in a tied game, and anything can happen. And then your keeper makes one of the biggest blunders you'll ever see in any sport. I mean, I don't even know what to compare it to. Chris Webber calling the timeout.
Yeah.
He doesn't have.
That's a good question.
Quarterback just, Tony Romo dropping the ball on the field goal attempt in the playoffs at Seattle.
I'm trying to think of like Tennessee equivalents of blunders that bad.
I mean, I don't know.
Do we have
that
one?
There is one. But the point is, like, you're right. If you have, and that was the wink leak coming in that we talked about was, hey, we've got an MLS goalkeeper. He's got 17 caps. Like that's not a great situation to be going into a World Cup in. And then we've got a 38-year-old MLS defender playing in front of him. And pretty much everywhere else, we're pretty good. It's some pretty good players. Nice young core that's going. But, I mean, if you're giving up goals, you're not going to beat anybody. So it's 2-1. It's a close game. We had a horrific all-time meltdown by our inexperienced keeper who shouldn't have been out there in the first place, and then the game was over. You gave up a goal late when you weren't really trying that hard.
Also, how quickly did Belgium score after we tied? It was a little over a minute, or was it?
It was like a minute.
That's what I was gonna say. Is it's a funny game and like funny things can happen, but if this tournament has shown us anything, it's that when these good teams, when their back is against the wall, they find a way. We just watched Argentina do it twice, once against Egypt and against Cape Verde, where their back was against the wall and they find ways to win.
If you feel disappointed as an American soccer fan today, I promise you, your disappointment pales in comparison to whatever Egypt is going through.
Oh, God.
Egypt had the defending champions, Argentina, Messi down 2-0 with about 10 minutes to go, and the game is over. Argentina scores 3 goals in the final 10 minutes plus stoppage times, about 17 minutes to win the game. And if you want to hear one of the all-time great sports calls, go find the Telemundo call of Messi's goal that tied it.
Is it Cantor?
A guy just goes into
it sounds like Cantor to me.
The guy goes into some sort of altered state. I think he was seeing the eyes of God at that moment. It was absolutely incredible.
Freaking Messi, man. He's so good.
Yeah. One more thought here before, and we'll get some phone calls going. We're going to get back into this uniform topic. I do think that it was fun to see this team give us a brief respite from the divisiveness that, like, I think we as Americans have when we think about our country as, oh man, it's such a mess. The other side, oh my God, how are we going to, like, we can't share a country with these people, the way we think about it. And for a week or two, we were able to look through a different lens, like rather than looking at our worst people, the politicians, we were represented for a change by a group of hungry young men who were willing to, until last night, fight for their country, and embody all the things that we want to think about our society. Pulling together instead of pulling apart. It was exhilarating, man. It was a really fun ride until it went, until the bubble burst last night. I doubt it lasts. because unfortunately we have a lot more politics coming up the next couple of months, a lot less soccer, but it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, and that's always the beauty of this event is that there's always so much politicking and so many scandals around FIFA and the countries involved heading into the tournament. But once the tournament starts, and we just go through it. It's the same way with college sports all the time. Where it's like we can complain about it, but once the games start, we're all in regardless, and we can ignore the politicking around it because the games are still good.
On the bright side, again, like we talked about this last night, Walker, 4 years ago was a disaster. Okay. This was not a disaster. We looked good in the group. 4 years ago, we barely got out of the group stage. 4 years before
it was a complete disaster.
Well, yeah. And 4 years we got straight up dominated by the Netherlands.
Yep.
I thought that was a worse display than last night. The 4 years before that, as Walker alludes to, 2018, we didn't even make the tournament. Mm-hmm. That was our lowest moment.
Yep.
That was rock bottom. Last night was just, hopefully, a bump in the road. And that'll be the key, is making sure that last night was just a temporary setback. What's the next step? Develop our strengths. Push our young stars to continue to improve and develop and find solutions for our weaknesses, starting with finding our next great goalkeeper. I mean, Malik Tillman, who scored the free kick, Anthony Robinson, Chris Richards, McKinney, Adams, Balogun, all those dudes are fine, man. Like, you can win with those guys going forward. And guess what? They're all probably going to be back. We'll see some of those. Robinson getting a little older, but like, you've got a good core there. Just plug the gaps, man. Don't go back into the next World Cup with an unproven goalkeeper.
I couldn't help but think, I drew a little bit of a parallel with, you were just talking about it. Again, if you want to draw some sort of Vols football parallel, it was kind of like we go to the playoffs a couple of years ago and you go and you just get laid to waste by Ohio State. And your takeaway is, okay, that was nice. That was good to get to that point. But now what do you, now we know how far the delta is still to get over and become one of the top 4 to 8 teams in this thing. It's what it felt a little bit like that to me last night too.
Yeah. Like we talked about, got to get our edge back, got to find an identity there. There's a lot of writing about the travel youth soccer culture and being too expensive today. I've seen a lot of people talking about that. I don't know how you fix that, man. I mean, you're playing against these teams, these countries, the Argentina, like those kids are out there on farmland, dirt patches, playing barefoot with balls taped together with duct tape and stuff like that. They don't seem to need $10,000 a year travel teams to play for.
No, they don't. And that's a culture thing. It being in the piece about Christian Pulisic, where he talked about how there was a weight on his shoulder. He also talked about how the reason he got into soccer is because he moved to the UK for a year. And that's where he learned to play, just by playing in the park with kids, and where he learned to play and fell in love with it there and learned how to play like European, which is like, okay, it's impossible in a short period of time to change an entire culture about how a country views a sport. So if we want to make it happen fast, the right thing to do, or the productive thing to do, would be to send our best kids to outside of the MLS development program. Send them to the best development programs where they'll learn how to play soccer like Europeans.
Coastal Vol says Malik Tillman. Any relation to Cedric? Can he catch a football? No, but we have the Freeman kid is Antonio Freeman's kid out there. I guess he could pay for travel soccer growing up. His father's a Green Bay Packer, but I agree, Walker. We got to get our best players to the best leagues if we want to compete on the biggest stage. 865-966-3435, your number to get on the show, 966-3435. You know why, really, we haven't, the reason that we failed to show up last night hasn't even been brought up by anybody as far as I know.
Tell me, you can't
What's
wait.
that reason?
We weren't wearing the iconic red and white striped American flag uniforms.
Yeah, it's true. I don't think I was the biggest fan of coming out in all navy blue.
I mean, is there a bigger drop-off from those beautiful flag unis to whatever that was we were wearing last night?
I didn't hate what we were wearing last night. Like, I'm normally a big fan of like a navy blue look, but it wasn't the right time for that.
Argentina today, they show up in those blue and white stripes.
Oh,
they ain't losing.
No.
They ain't losing.
No.
Look good, feel good, play good, man. You got to wear your best stuff. We'll talk more about the uniforms when we continue. Vols transition to Adidas, going well so far, according to the fans. What are the best uniforms in college football? We'll start there when we continue. It is The Drive on Fan Run Radio. Back with more right after this.
The Drive. 105.7 FM, 1340 AM. Online at fanrunradio.com and streaming on the free Fan Run Radio app. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends. Everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Ball fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Okay, so we really need uniforms and equipment for this season. Can I trust you with that? Cool, I'll just order them online. What? Yeah, I'm going to hop online and I'm going to get them ordered. Hold up, that's not a good idea. We shouldn't just spend money on some random online retailer, okay? I mean, it seems pretty convenient. Trust me, it's a terrible idea. Let me simplify this for you. SM Athletics. Okay, how do you pronounce it? SM Athletics? They're the go-to for uniforms and equipment, whether it's for universities, high schools, youth leagues, you name it. So why wouldn't you rather go with professionals who can guide us through the process, design the perfect uniforms, and deliver the best equipment? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. What's the name again? SM Athletics. Right. It's definitely smarter to go with a company that emphasizes customer service, fair pricing, and, of course, excellent products. Exactly. So, yeah, I guess it's settled then. For uniforms and equipment for all sports, it's SM Athletics.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
.com, also on your free Fan Run app. We are streaming on YouTube at the Fan Run Sports YouTube channel. Shout out to everybody on there. Be sure to like and subscribe as you watch this afternoon. And if you miss any of the shows, always you can go back and check out the podcast brought to you by our friends over at Broadway Carpets, wherever you listen to podcasts. Justin Hanna with maybe the line of the show so far on Twitter. Pretty sure that Bear is still hungover from drinking one too many Stella Artois after last night's game.
We drank beer. I liked beer. Still like
that's
beer.
why he's not here today.
Washing down a Belgian waffle with a Stella.
Oh, God.
I mean, that's quite the combo right there.
It's good stuff.
Steve-O says the national team needs to get rid of the foreigner and hire Gruden.
Oh,
I love Tennessee. I got a lot of orange blood in my body.
What a disaster that would be.
Wrong football.
Wrong football.
Steve-O.
Be like a real life Ted Lasso deal.
There you go.
I feel like it wouldn't be as well received as Ted Lasso. Oh man, that is a big question though. Now is Poch did talk to the media earlier today, and he was very much like, I'm gonna take a break now before we talk to the Federation about what my future is. I don't know what my future is, all that stuff. So that's very much in the air.
I mean, that's what you do. I mean, it sounds like he's got an offer on the table to continue coaching at a high salary if he wants to do that, but you don't make the decision on the heels of a disappointing loss after you've been in the eye of the hurricane for the past however long, couple of weeks, couple of months, whatever. Take some time, think about it. Said last night on our post game, if he wants to come back, and I was not a believer in him for a variety of reasons, but he proved me wrong, man. He surprised me. I thought he was very good. And if he wants to sign on for another 4 years, I'm all for it because I think that we've done some good work. And, we talk about the weaknesses that were obvious and apparent last night. He's the kind of guy that can fix them. Like it's whatever we think those weaknesses, like he's way ahead of us. And he would be a good guy to grow with these next 4 years. The only problem with Mauricio Pochettino is this is a guy that's coached at the highest levels in Europe. He's coached at Tottenham, Chelsea, PSG, really big clubs. Is that what he wants to do here in the prime of his career? Because what you absolutely don't want to have happen is he signs on for, I'll take you into the 2030 World Cup. I'll be your guy. And then in 2 years, you have a bad Gold Cup, a bad Nations League, which we've seen happen. And everybody's like, this guy's got to go. And then he's like, well, to hell with it then. And like he quits. And then you're making another big change 2 years from a World Cup. He's got to commit. If I'm the U.S. Federation, I've got to say, hey, we'd love to have you, but you've got to be all in through whatever ups and downs we're going to have these next 4 years. And you've got to be our guy leading us into the next World Cup. If he wants to do that, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, we can't make the same mistake and just sit around and hope a world-class coach falls into our laps like Poch did. Like we can't sit and take forever to make that decision. You either have to have this done or figure out who you want next as soon as this World Cup ends.
865-966-3435 is your phone number this afternoon, 966-3435. Would love to hear from you this afternoon. Best uniforms in college sports already getting a lot of action on the text box. What makes a good uniform? I think that you have, through the years, a situation where trends change, styles change. Or the 90s, teal was in, you had like all these different newfangled uniforms, lots of different colors, lots of alternates, lots of lines, stripes, different things going on. I always say, what are the big uniforms that sell the most every single year? Whether you're looking at MLB.com or the NFL team shops online, who buys the most uniforms? The Steelers, the Packers, the Browns, even
Cowboys,
the Cowboys,
49ers,
the teams that have a classic look that doesn't change all that much through the years. And I think these marketing people sometimes outthink themselves. Oh man, we've got to have something new. We've got to have something modern. We've got to have something sleek. And the kids are going to like, no, you don't. You have to have a brand. Helps to be successful, helps to win, obviously. But iconic looks don't change. It's what makes them iconic.
Yeah. And it's funny, you see it didn't, kind of going in different directions in the three major sports. You have basketball that each team has like at least 10 uniforms that they wear throughout the year. You have baseball, which has normally stayed pretty classic, but recently has started to throw in alternate jerseys and dipping their toe into that. And then you have football, where nowadays the alternate jerseys are the throwback jerseys that you see a lot from NFL teams. So it's kind of interesting to see how these sports go in different directions to find what a good uniform is, which in football is normally the old one, which is pretty funny.
I mean, we see it a lot in the college game too. I mean, arguably, not considering the current state, but Alabama has been absolutely dominant.
Yep.
And they've never touched their uniforms.
Never. They're always
Penn State, Michigan, Ohio State. Yep. It's what drives me crazy about Nebraska. And what they did is like, you don't have to your problems are not your uniforms, Nebraska. Like, your uniforms are actually pretty pretty damn cool through the years. I mean, it's the one thing you got going for you. Like, why would you mess up the one thing that you can hang your hat on? Why?
Well, it depends on who you talk. Now, Oregon obviously they've gone totally the other direction. They say that's a recruiting tool. And keep in mind, I mean, Oregon football was not relevant until like the mid 90s. And so they were kind of fighting an uphill battle. So they had to find other ways to get players.
But that's become their brand. They're the school with the crazy uniform. Their brand is they have no brand. Like, they're the crazy uniform school.
Yeah, it's kind of an outlier there where, like, it's an outlier specifically because that is like Oregon is Phil Knight's baby at Nike, and he's treated them like the golden goose. Whereas, like, for Tennessee, like, I would say we've had a lot more hits than misses with our alternate jerseys here. And then there are some programs that just don't do alternate jerseys, like the Alabamas of the world. And it all works in kind of their own way, which is interesting. It just depends on the team.
I think Adidas, and I know it's Tennessee's decision on this, but I think Tennessee got the big decisions right here with Adidas this time around, which was, hey, we've already got a tradition. We've already got an identity. Let's not stray too far from that, because it's what our fans really like. The only way they could have really screwed this up is if they came out with something like
brand new.
Yeah. Well, either what Nebraska did, a drastic change to your previous style, or what happened at South Carolina last week where they didn't get the color right.
Yeah.
That
was the big fear, was the color.
And it's a hard color to get right.
Yeah.
So, like, it took a lot of planning, and I thought they got it right. So kudos to them. Got a vote for Alabama and Penn State as iconic brand uniforms. Seabrent V3 says, in 1984, Alabama had white helmets. I do not remember that. Of course, I was 4 years old. It's before my time. Do you remember white helmets for Alabama, Bob?
No, back then I really wasn't following SEC football that much.
I feel like those people would have conniption fits if they rolled out in white helmets right now. Maybe that was the post-Bear Bryant malaise or whatever that happened down there. Strange times. Felt like they had to shake something up. I do think I've seen pictures of Alabama having like white helmets back in the 1960s for a minute or something.
Yeah, they're like, I'm getting shown a picture now. They're actually like, they're pretty much like ours, except instead of the Alabama A on the side of the helmet, it's the number, and then it's white with the crimson stripe
so it's
across
what
the top.
They have now, just reversed.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I'm just trying to think about what their fans, how they would react if they came out in something like that today.
They'd blame Kalen DeBoer. They'd say it's DeBoer's fault.
Fire him.
We never would have gotten these uniforms changed under Saban.
Now, one thing I will say, Penn State does have an alternate uniform. It's wild. It doesn't deviate too far from, it's like blue jersey, white pants with a blue stripe on the side of the pants.
Oh.
And the helmet has the number, and they wear white cleats.
Crazy.
Whoa. No, let me tell you something. It is the cleanest look of any college football uniform.
They do look really good.
It's gorgeous, man.
Really good.
You think the Michigan people went berserker when they started wearing the white pants with the stripes on the side?
I bet there were some people that didn't like that.
That was a Harbaugh call, I think.
For, years they would just wear the yellow pants, just straight, or I guess gold, maize,
highlighter colored.
Coming up, Walker Smith will enlighten us with today's top 4 at 4 upon our continuance on these fine fan-run affiliates. Stay with us. The Drive continues. Back with more right after this.
The Drive. Fan Run Radio, the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This ain't no wishy-washy, limp-wristed, kale-eating, half-ass sports radio station. We're your in-your-face, truth-telling, say it loud, flag-waving, face-painting, hardcore, bring the noise, causing a ruckus, don't give a damn sports station. Sports talk that doesn't just hang up and listen. For the fans. This is Fan Run Radio. Get some.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half. Simple luxury for on and off the course.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
I'm a pretty great multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry. I can roller skate while walking my dog. I can even order lunch while doing my homework. But I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run? Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you: Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you, and as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
It's time for the Drive's Top 4 at 4.
Hour number 2 of the Drive underway, Fan Run Radio, and time for the Top 4 at 4. It's brought to you this afternoon by ECR Total Landscapes. Walker Smith, what you got?
Thank you, Russ. At number 1, Tennessee Athletics continued its new Adidas uniform release today with the unveiling of the new white jerseys for football, baseball, and men's and women's basketball, along with women's soccer and softball. Summit Blue alternates for the Lady Vols will go public tomorrow, and the dark mode alternate for men's sports will come out Thursday.
Christopher Gabriel in Fresno is waiting on pins and needles for the Summit Blue Lady Vol uniforms to drop.
Yeah, I can't imagine he's tomorrow's going to be a great day for him. He hates it.
You'll be okay, CG. You'll be okay.
What if they look really good, CG? Come on.
So what? It's the Blues tomorrow. When are the Blacks?
Thursday.
And the Smoky Grays are just whenever.
I think they'll, because remember they didn't do the Smoky Gray, like the Armed Forces thing, until like August when they announced that this last year, right? Am I remembering that right?
That sounds about right. I think I would say if we see any leak of Smoky Grays, it would be when they do the dark mode stuff. Maybe it'd be included in there, but I don't know for sure. And then Friday, I guess the stuff starts to go out for retail.
Yeah, everything will be in the retail store on Friday. To go out and get your gear if you want Adidas stuff.
What about the cream baseball? You were going to have cream baseball unis, right?
Yeah, I don't know when we're going to hear that. That'll probably be closer to baseball season, if I had to imagine.
Got to have the Sunday creams.
Got to have it. I'm still holding out hope for the pinstripes. I'm all with you on that now.
The orange pinstripes?
Yeah.
People gave me so much grief for years about that. Oh, Russell, that's going to look terrible. Orange pinstripes. That's going to look soft. That's going to look weak. And then, with a little help from our friend AI, Allen Iverson, we got him out there, and they look amazing.
They look really good. I think it can happen. I think one day we might get some pinstripes.
Shout out to Rusty Enzer. That was always his hot take as well.
Yeah.
We need orange pinstripes.
That's good.
South Carolina's got the garnet pinstripes. Look great.
So good.
Great uniform.
So good. At number 2, the Big 12 announced the introduction of a league-wide sponsorship agreement with Monster Energy involving co-branded Big 12 Monster patches that will appear on all league football, men's, and women's basketball jerseys. The multi-year licensing deal is worth around $20 million annually and makes Monster the conference's, quote, entitlement partner.
Yeah, they started media days, right? Today for the Big 12.
Big 12? Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
I wonder when Kenny Dillingham's going to get to the podium.
They were on schedule to be part of it today.
Oh, I gotta go find some of those highlights. I love that guy.
Yormark's already gotten into it with a reporter that covers the Texas Tech beat.
Yormark never see Sankey getting into something like that.
Yeah.
Yormark's always been, he can be a little combative.
Yeah, and it wasn't nasty. It was more nasty on the reporter side. He was kind of like,
he just kind of went at him.
It's kind of like, why you got it out for us? Why does the conference have it out for us?
Maybe because you're cheating?
he asked the question in a respectful manner.
Yeah.
And then Yormark, he's at a podium, and he walks over and he tells the guy like he's freaking king of whatever, hey, stand up and ask that again, and I'm going to give you the response you want. Or like, very condescending, just completely needlessly confrontational, and then did not answer the question at all.
No.
Did you just raise your voice at me?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you raising your voice at me? In that same ilk.
Is it part of the Monster thing? Is they have to refer to, like, their announcers and everything are going to refer to it as the Monster Energy Big 12?
In general, no. The only other thing I saw part was that Monster will be on the field at like the Big 12 championship game, and they'll have logos on the field.
Patches on the uniforms too.
But yeah, the big thing is the uniform patch on all uniforms. I didn't know if they're going to have to call it the Monster.
I think Big they are. I think
the
that's
Monster
a thing.
Big 12 is kind of cool though when you say it out loud. Welcome to the Monster Big 12 conference.
I mean, would you be okay with SEC announcers like, welcome back to this All-State SEC Saturday?
No, I wouldn't want that. But like, what if it was called a Monster SEC Saturday?
Big 12 football will be branded Monster Energy Big 12 football.
Oh, it should just be Monster Big 12.
It's Monster Energy Big 12 football. Monster Energy paying a lot of money for this, Walker, and you have to say it right.
It is $20 million a year. So
I don't want to hear the words Big 12. I don't want to hear the words Big 12 football out of your mouth anymore unless they are preceded by Monster Energy.
Can it be Monster Big 12?
No.
It has to be Monster Energy?
Monster Energy Big 12 football. Get used to it.
Can it be Monster Energy Big 12?
No.
I love that they're calling it that Monster is the entitlement partner.
It's a weird way to put that.
Well, entitlement.
It is.
They're entitled to. It's their logo is going to be on jerseys, on the field. They're gonna own the Big 12.
Now, are fans in the flyover states, the Big 12 states, are they going to start watching this? Be like, you know what? I get give me some of that Monster Energy drink.
I mean, I guarantee you, enough monsters are being.
I was a Red Bull guy until
campuses
Monster
anyways.
Energy started throwing their money behind this.
I will say this. I mean, for the Big 12, ACC should be taking note. This is like
it's a good deal.
It's a game of survival right now, and I mean they're the ones. Big 12's looking into PE, private equity, all this other stuff. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah, that's a good point. Especially the ACC, that could be a little bit of a lifeboat for them, or at least something to help them keep going. At number 3, let's look at some of the headlines around Wimbledon. 22-year-old Coco Gauff defeated fellow American Jessica Pegula to reach her first Wimbledon semifinal.
Got a girl, Coco. Almost messed that up, didn't I?
Almost. On the men's side, top-seeded Yannick Sinner advanced to the semis today, and Novak Djokovic is currently winning in his quarterfinal match.
Who's one-seeded?
Yannick Sinner, the Italian guy who...
Didn't he have a PED?
He did have a doping problem.
Whatever happened there?
That they didn't really punish him for.
Because I've always said, man, tennis needs a star like Yannick Sinner.
Oh, man. It's tough.
On the women's side, Sabalenka, was she the number 1 seed? She's out, right?
She got knocked out by Naomi Osaka, if you remember that name.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
She had the anxiety issues, right?
Yep. Beat Serena
too much.
Beat Serena Williams in a final at the U.S. Open or wherever it was, and then had all that happen. It's a cool story. And at number 4, it's the final day of the round of 16 at the FIFA World Cup, with 2 excellent matchups to decide the last matchup of the World Cup quarterfinal. Earlier today, Argentina survived against Egypt, coming back to win 3-2 after being down 2 goals with 10 minutes left. The last game sees Switzerland taking on Colombia for the final spot in the quarters at 4 p.m.
Who you got in Switzerland, Colombia, Bob?
I don't know. I guess Colombia.
It's Colombia, no-brainer.
What makes you lean Colombia in this one?
I had heard they were a slight favorite. I don't know.
Okay. That's good.
You're gonna. I'm going to be hard pressed to be giving you hard hitting soccer analysis at this point.
I just like it when you do have a little nugget of info. Meekly say it with gusto. Have you learned nothing from working with Bear for the past couple of months? People will believe you if you say it like you mean it.
It's true. Say it with some gusto.
I'm not built that way.
Colombia, Russ. Colombia is a big favorite here, and they're a favorite for a reason. A proud footballing nation with a proud culture, and they're going to take it to the Swiss today.
I think.
Whoa,
you guys
Bob knows what he's talking about.
You guys got the soccer stuff covered. I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, Switzerland, they're like an NCAA tournament team that you can count on to make the tournament every year, but lose in the first weekend every single time. That's exactly who Switzerland is. So I would bet with Colombia.
They do make a nice knife, though. I got to give them that.
They make good shoes.
K-Swiss. I've got a pair. Good tennis shoes.
Is it on a Swiss company?
Yeah. Federer's the co-owner of it.
Yep. That's right. He is. True.
Cheese. Holes in it. Put that on a sandwich. Just good
Great.
stuff. Yeah, a little mustard.
Swiss Miss Cocoa.
Yep. Yeah.
Don't think that's really Swiss, but
probably not.
I like to think it is.
Thank you, Walker. That is the top 4 at 4, brought to you by ECR Total Landscapes. And if your yard is little, I see some of y'all out there. Some of you let it go. Grass growing all crazy over the curb and everything, over your sidewalk. It's out of control, man. You need to get that under control. Don't be that guy in the neighborhood. If it's too much for you, call ECR Total Landscapes. They'll come out and make sure your outdoor space is something you're proud of. From de-weeding flower beds to leaf blowing, trimming, mulching, and much more. They'll do it all, and they'll completely customize to your property's specific needs. So don't spend your weekend sweating it out in the yard when you can just sit back and enjoy it. That's the ECR difference. Right now, new customers can get 10% off first month of the monthly maintenance package when you sign up for a full calendar year. That's right. Consistent, reliable service at a price that makes it easy to get started. No sweat, no hassle, just a better looking lawn week after week. Call ECR Total Landscapes today. Mention promo code FANRUN to save that 10% on your first month. 865-384-2012. Or just go online to ECRTotalLandscapes.com. Let's get Roberto in here.
No, sir, he dropped.
Oh, Roberto has left the building. Give a call back, 865-966-3435, your phone number to get on board here this afternoon. Yankees, Celtics uniform. Choose one, get rid of the other. What you got?
Celtics. Give me the Celtics uniforms.
I'll give the Yankees a slight edge here because they don't change. You know, they could have all these years, right? But the Celtics, you've seen, they've done black uniforms. They've done like the green on green. They've had, quite frankly, some crimes against uniforms the past 10, 15 years. When I agree with you, though, like the Celtics, classic home whites, road greens, perfection.
I just think green and white is one of the best sports colorways out there. I just really do. I think that a really good green and white is elite stuff.
I've had trouble with the Celtics uniforms forever just because I didn't like them when they were when they were so good in the Larry Bird era. They were really good, but
you had a bunch of pasty white dudes with those diaper shorts. And you're like, oh my God, I can almost see Bill Walton's crotch.
The black high tops. They all wore black shoes back then too.
Shoe technology. The shoe problem, that was a bigger
The
problem.
Celtics did specialize, and I know personal appearance isn't show fodder.
Oh, God.
But they did specialize in some ugly dudes in the 1980s. I mean, can you name a handsome Celtic from the 80s? I mean,
they weren't
Parrish, Dennis Johnson. There's some ugly dudes on those teams.
They weren't bad looking. Kevin McHale wasn't a bad looking dude.
He's a freakishly, goonishly looking dude, man.
Like,
I mean, it's
just
he's
like face,
Lurch come to life.
Face alone,
You think McHale has a handsome face?
I don't think it's an ugly face.
Rick Carlisle played for him back then. That's when he had hair.
Danny Ainge, he was good looking.
Danny Ainge, okay. Danny Ainge is a handsome fellow. Good looking dude. That's it.
I thought Larry Bird is a good looking guy. Like he's not an ugly guy.
Especially like
there's a long gap
Larry
between
Bird's one of those,
ugly and good looking.
Larry Bird got better looking as he aged. The younger he was, like Indiana State Larry Bird. Have you seen the pictures of Larry Bird from high school?
Yeah, those
looked like a Big Bird.
Just looks like a kid. Yeah,
he literally was a big bird, but that's what he looked like.
I think that's back to your question. I'd side with the Yankees uniforms. I think I like them.
I think unlike you with the Boston uniform, I hate them too much.
Yeah.
To like their uniforms. Like I get it, white with blue pinstripes. Yeah, it's cool, but like I just think green and white's better. It's a better colorway.
I mean, they finally just announced they're going to have an alternate jersey.
Are they doing a City Connect?
But I don't think they're doing City Connect, but they're going to do. It's basically what they wear in spring training. Their navy blue.
That's
top.
right. Yeah. I respect it, not changing your uniform for that long, but like, I just prefer green and white.
Let's get Rusty in here next. Rusty, you're on the drive. Fan Run Radio. Go ahead.
Russ, what are we talking about? Kevin McHale was a striking man.
Think so? Okay. I mean, hey, to each their own.
Thank you. He's a good-looking guy.
My mom was like, she loved her some Kurt Rambis and Kevin McHale were her guys back when I was little. She was like, those are some handsome dudes.
Really? I never know what women find handsome. It always surprises me whenever like I hear a woman say,
I'll give you a couple
I'm like,
hints.
what? Really? That guy? Okay.
I mean, I'm looking at a picture of him right now.
Crowe,
he's not a bad-looking dude.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're naming like movie stars. Yeah, I know those guys are handsome.
Yeah. My sister thought Matt Ryan was always hot.
The Falcons?
Matt Ryan.
I can't see that one.
Yeah.
He's no Tom Brady.
I don't know.
I mean, Matt Ryan.
I don't know.
Looks like a fine.
I don't know. I don't know what makes a dude good looking. I don't get it. Women always say they can tell if another woman's attractive. Dudes, we can't tell if other guys are good looking.
No, again, I'm always stunned. Like, really? You think he's okay?
It's
a
good point.
You know, women are always like, "Oh, she's pretty or she's not," and I'm like, "You don't know. You're not attracted to her. How can you judge that? You're full of crap."
I remember a friend of mine told me, this was years ago, that 90s Braves fans will remember the name Javi Lopez, catcher.
Oh yeah, women like him.
I had no idea. It was like 10 years ago. A friend of mine said, "Oh man, Javi Lopez, he was so hot." I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "You didn't know that?" I'm like, "No." It's like, "Oh yeah, he was like the heartthrob of Atlanta in the 90s. I'm like, Javi Lopez, the cat. Okay. I had no idea.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, he probably was. Never mind. So last night sucked immensely. And it sucked mostly because the first goal and the third goal we gave them on a silver platter. Just by ineptitude, terrible mistakes. It was like both of those goals were like the Hendon Hooker, Jabari Small botched handoff against Alabama, walk-in touchdown that we gave them that made it in the game we won 52-49. But you remember late we just gift wrapped them a walk-in touchdown. They didn't do anything to deserve it.
Yeah,
we gave them two of those goals last night, and we're down 3-1. That's to me the worst part. Like if they had just came out and hammered two worldies or got wide open tap ins by just outmaneuvering us, not us making mistakes, I could live with that. But it's just you can't just gift wrap the other team easy stuff. Oh, it's so frustrating.
Shambolic, the word you're looking for, Rusty.
Yeah.
Shambolic defending, especially the first 10 minutes. And we dodged a couple of bullets the first 10 minutes. You're like,
oh, Freeze had a great save.
It's like, hey, man, let's hunker down, guys. And they did not hunker down.
Yeah. Yeah, and Pulisic turning the ball over 11 times in the first half. Yeah.
Woof.
And what can we expect? He played for Chelsea. I mean,
shots fired.
Thank you, Rusty.
Good play.
That's a great point, Rusty.
Hey,
great point.
How about this though? How about Russ? You commented last week on how much I hated the Nike Butch Jones new slanted Tennessee font we came out with back in 15 or whatever. But today on the new white baseball uniform, we've seen an upgraded version of it. It's kind of it's still got a little bit of a slanted up on top, but it's more like the old school what's on our basketball uniforms, script Tennessee or written out Tennessee or whatever you want to call that, with a little bit of that, but it's kind of a combination of both, and it looks so much better. It's like they took that crappy Butch Jones font and melded it with the old school what's on our basketball uniforms, and I can live with that. It's not nearly as atrocious as that stuff they tried to force upon us when Nike took over.
So it's not the same as the Nike font, but it pays homage to it. Like it's longer. If that makes any sense.
It's taller. It's taller.
I liked the Nike font. I realize I might be in the minority on that one, but I kind of like the way, the top of the T looked like the shape of Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of unique, kind of our thing.
That's what this does without going so far away from it and being squished down and looking like, looks like a person that DR Vol's not a fan of.
I like the politically correct way you said that.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into it much further than that. And heck, the number font looks great. The uniforms are spot on. So everything we've seen so far has been just brilliant. They've got it right. We'll see what they do for fan apparel, but tip of the cap to everybody over there at UT handling this the right way.
Best uniform in sports or worst? Your thoughts?
Best in sports. I got to eliminate Tennessee, right? I can't use.
Yeah. You can't take the. Yeah.
Okay. And we're talking college football uniform. That's what we're talking about.
Any sport. You can go professional as well. Yeah, think with your head, not your heart.
Okay, well, obviously Liverpool's any home kit. I'm just kidding. I won't use. That's like me saying Tennessee, so I won't do that. I love the Washington Huskies purple with the gold helmets with the purple W. It's top drawer.
That's good. That's a good one. Yeah,
good.
That gold helmet. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. The Green Bay Packers uniform is pretty hard not to, love, even if you're not a Packers fan. That's right up there.
Agreed.
The Braves light blue Del Murphy Power Alley poster uniform of my childhood. That one will always, have a special place in my heart.
Those are three good ones.
And worst was what the Titans were wearing with that sword on the shoulder thing they had the last 6 years or however long it was.
Oh, like the last one before this latest rebrand. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, the rebrand's fantastic.
Yeah, I agree.
The rebrand's fantastic. The rebrand is trying to go back close to like the old classic Houston. It's fantastic. And I'm not a Titans guy, you know that. But the navy blue or the white with the grayed out, supposed to be replicating a sword on the shoulders that was the old school, the original XFL level uniforms.
It wasn't good.
Should be burned.
It wasn't good. I'm not going to go so far as to say it was the worst, but it wasn't great.
Maybe one of those Washington Wizard dark colored jersey and light colored shorts or vice versa.
Oh yeah,
that was a pretty bad.
Oh, didn't they have a mustard? Didn't they have a mustard jersey at one point?
Oh, I know what the worst jersey.
And black short, mustard jersey and black shorts.
Oh, that was brutal.
Speaking of mustard,
never should have gotten rid of the bullets. By the way.
Yeah, they should still be the bullets. They should still be the bullets. The worst jersey actually is the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Thank you, Rusty.
Bumblebee jerseys.
Love y'all.
Thanks, love you too, buddy. Feel the love.
Feel the love.
Can you feel the love?
Do you remember the subtlety with the Bullets logo was the two L's were two hands shooting a basketball.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
But they also had a pretty heavy gun violence problem in the DC area. That's what.
And as soon as they got rid of the nickname, that went away.
Yeah.
That solved the problem.
Stay with us. The drive continues. 865-966-3435. Your phone number. Talking best and worst uniforms in sports as UT continues to roll out the Adidas unis this week. 865-966-3435 if you want to chime in. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive.
The flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Oh, sorry. Getting in the mood because this Saturday is Christmas in July at Covenant Health Park. But your Knoxville Smokies have great promotions all week long. Like all-you-can-eat Wednesday, Knox Vegas Thirsty Thursday with half-off draft beers, fireworks on Friday, then yes, the big man himself on Saturday. We end the week with our day game of the week. It's a week full of fun at the ballpark. Get your tickets now at SmokiesBaseball.com.
Smokies! Citizens National Bank.
Experience the thrill of traveling with C&B's exclusive travel program. Customers age 50 and above with a Plus Perks checking account can participate, ensuring a safe and delightful travel adventure. Take a day trip or an overnight trip. Travel domestic or international. C&B is always on the go.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Is your yard starting to look more wild than welcoming? Yeah, don't let your landscape be that house on the block. At ECR Total Landscapes, we make sure your outdoor space is something you're proud of. From de-weeding flower beds to leaf blowing, trimming, mulching, and more, completely customizable to your property's specific needs. We'll handle it all. Why spend your weekends sweating it out in the yard when you can just sit back and enjoy it? That's the ECR difference. And right now, new customers can get 10% off your first month of our monthly maintenance package when you sign up for a full calendar year. That's right. Consistent, reliable service at a price that makes it easy to get started. No sweat, no hassle, just a better looking lawn week after week. Call ECR Total Landscapes today and mention promo code FANRUN to save 10% on your first month. Call 865-384-2012 or visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Invisalign is a clear aligner orthodontic treatment that gradually straightens teeth without the use of traditional metal braces. And now, at Knoxville Smiles, we're offering Invisalign special pricing for new patients. Call for details at 865-539-1776 or just visit us at knoxvillesmiles.com. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game.
As he watches Switzerland and Colombia, no doubt, sends me this text from the Fox Sports PR department. Fox Sports brings home 30 million viewers overnight. Belgium versus U.S. men's national team, the most watched soccer telecast in U.S. history. Peak audience 36.8. We'll round up, say 36.9.
What was the Bosnia game? It's like 22, something like that.
I think it was mid-20s, yeah.
That's a lot of people watch soccer in this country.
It's a lot of people. Like, Bob, do you think that the fact that the match wasn't as competitive as we hoped did that suppress the number a little bit?
I doubt it. I think people. I just put myself in that seat as a not an avid fan, but somebody who was definitely intrigued by the game. I stuck it out till the end. You know, of course, you kind of knew after the botched goalie play that the game was over, but I still stuck around. So maybe the numbers receded a little. Some of the people on the live chat checked out a little sooner than I did. I will say that. Some people were saying they went and watched the Jackass movie or went and watched something else. But
quitters.
Yeah,
truly.
How alive did you feel when that free kick went in, though, and it was tied for a minute or two?
I went nuts. I scared my dogs.
It felt good, didn't it?
Oh, it felt so
good. Good.
He was lining up. It was perfect. I was like, because obviously he hit the one in before. I couldn't remember the last time a player had made back-to-back free kicks in back-to-back games.
I don't know, man.
I wonder if there's a stat. Ooh, I'm going to go find that.
I felt like we had used up our one lightning bolt earlier. I had no expectation of that going in. It took a deflection, too.
Yeah.
I don't know if it goes in if it doesn't take that deflection.
No, probably. I mean, because Courtois is already heading that direction, so he probably saves it. I will say, though, with the ratings thing, I wonder if the numbers probably could have been better if there are some, like the crowd out there that doesn't watch the game initially but sees that it's close and tunes in later, probably missed out a bunch of that crowd, and obviously a bunch of people turned off the game after the Matt Freese incident.
Well, Trump said there were going to be 40, 50 million people watching. So from that perspective,
yeah,
kind of disappointing.
If there's one thing he knows, it's numbers. He gets that stuff wrong all the time. I mean, I do think, man, if we had gotten to that game against presumably Spain, I mean, my God.
On a Saturday?
Yeah. Was it a Friday or Saturday?
I think it was actually a Saturday. I know I told you guys last week it was Friday, but I think it's Saturday.
Yeah.
The final, what?
The next game would have been Saturday against Spain.
Yeah.
I mean, the numbers would have been absurd.
Yeah, it would have been nuts. By the way, Malik Tillman, he's the first player to make 2 free kicks in the same World Cup in back-to-back games at 44 years.
Really?
Yep.
For any country?
For any country. Last person to do it was in 1982 for France. His name is Bernard Gengini.
I mean, when Gengini lined up over a free kick,
everyone knew it was over.
Yeah, you knew it was going in. Best NBA uniforms. All right, here, as a child of the 80s, 90s, the classics, Bulls, Lakers, Pistons. And I love that the Pistons have gone back. Remember when the Pistons were teal for a minute? This is what I talk about. Like in the late 90s, there were some bad marketing ideas that were allowed to come. Yeah, with
oh god, those are gross.
Poor Grant Hill had to wear those in the prime of his career, man. No bueno. But they've gone back to a classic look.
Yeah, it's good.
That looks great. And I'll throw one here that doesn't get enough love, but the Pacers road black uniforms. Or not the Pacers, excuse me. The Blazers road black uniforms.
Those are
Chef's
good.
Kiss.
I do like the Blazers uniforms. It's a good colorway.
I just think of Terry Robinson and Clyde Drexler.
They really haven't changed their uniforms much over the years. I think what they did was they added a red uniform. They had like black, red, white.
Yeah.
And that was it.
What do you think is the best Knicks uniform? The white jersey or the blue one?
I think it's the white. They also keep New York on both home and away.
Yeah.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. There's a few that do that. They're one of them. I do like the Knicks, the fact that they kind of went back because they were dabbling in some weird uniforms for a while too, and they went back to pretty close to what the original was. There were definitely some pinstripe uniforms. You mentioned the Pacers; they had them for a while, and then of course the Charlotte Hornets. That was the big deal. Remember the Charlotte Hornets when they first became an expansion franchise? They had the clothing designer Alexander Julian do their uniforms.
I've never heard this story.
No.
Really?
Yes.
You could be making that name up. I would have no idea.
Who is Alexander Julian?
He had like a men's clothing line back in the 90s.
And he designed the OG Charlotte.
The pinstripe uniforms, yeah.
Of the morning Larry Johnson era.
Yes.
Kelly Tripucka.
Yes. And then Pacers had pinstripes. Magic I think the Magic might have brought the pinstripes back this year.
Huh. I've never heard of this guy.
He had a label, a clothing label called Colors, and it was spelled COLOURS.
He did the redesign for North Carolina.
Yep.
Apparently.
That's right. He's got some ties to North Carolina, the state of North Carolina.
Like with the Argyle pattern that they use.
Yeah.
I like that.
Designed the stadium seating for the Charlotte Knights baseball team in 1990.
They just let this guy do everything for North Carolina, evidently.
Big sports fan, apparently.
Yeah.
Fashion
Big
and
North Carolina
sports
fan.
How about that?
Carolina guy, not a Duke guy.
Baskerville dropping knowledge this afternoon. Worst, I would go the old Timberwolves uniforms, the Kevin Garnett era.
Oh, yeah, those were bad.
Those are pretty bad.
Those are bad. That was just a bad logo.
The Hawks have had some bad ones.
Now the Timberwolves. Let's clarify there. Are you talking about the one that had the wolf, like the actual
wolf with the trees behind it?
Yeah,
that logo. I didn't like that logo.
Well, they're bringing that back next year, and it's been
like officially or as a throwback.
No, officially. It's been modified a little. Now the wolf is like howling up at the sky. No. Yes,
you're joking.
Check it out.
Oh, I love their new logo. Why would they change it? Why would
I thought what they had been wearing was pretty good.
Oh, no.
Which ones are the new? Like those are sharp.
I see it. It's not the same one. It's not the one with the
It's like those.
Those are pretty good.
It's a similar style as a new one where it's still like the circle with the wolf howling up.
Yeah.
It's not like the old one like we're talking about where the wolf is looking at you.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
This is the one I was talking about. They had like a dark blue one of those.
Yeah.
This is great for radio.
I'm doing my best to explain.
Yeah.
We're trying.
I feel you. I feel you, Walker. You're appreciated, man. You don't have to raise your voice at me.
Are you raising your voice at me?
865-966-3435. Your number to get on the show this afternoon. David in the text box says, am I the only one who thought the baseball whites this year were awesome? Wish they had kept those instead of what they debuted today. That's kind of what I said in the first hour. I loved with the power tee on the chest that we've been. I guess we wear those for the past 2 years at home. I mean, I don't dislike what we're donning now. The new one Adidas just rolled out today, but I did like that one we wore last year.
I got the impression fans didn't like the one this season. Now this is Nike, so it's gone. But the one that kind of looked San Francisco Giants-esque, the home uniform, it had it had some black integrated into the side stripes on the pants, and the hat was. I think the hat was black.
Are you talking about like back in the Delmonico days?
No. This year. It was this season.
Oh, yeah. The cream one.
Yeah.
Oh, they ruined the creams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no need for it, man. Like you took the cream uniforms that Vitello introduced circa 2002, whenever that was, the best uniform, I think, in any sport, including football.
Ooh.
That was wonderful with the Vol script across it. And I understand the players didn't like it because it was made out of a heavier material, and that's why they switched. But why do you have to switch up the design?
Yeah,
that was by far my favorite thing that they wore.
I'd love to hear that explanation. I don't know. I mean, for a favorite uniform Tennessee's done, I still think what we've done with dark mode over the past 5 years is so cool. Just the football look of it is really, really nice. The basketball look of it, Bob has it spot on where it says it looks like a pair of warm-ups when you're out there. But the football one it's chef's kiss. It's so good.
Let's get Roberto in here next. Good afternoon, Roberto. You're on the drive.
What's up, Russ? You okay there, bud?
I get choked up every time I see your name on the caller screen. I just enjoy our chat so much. It brings me to tears.
That's actually what was conveyed there. So I appreciate that. I feel wanted and needed. Beaming the cream, man. Those Sunday creams with the script balls, It is the best uniform we've ever put out in any sport ever, period, in this city.
It's beautiful.
It's that beautiful.
Modern art.
And yet I haven't seen it yet, so I'm assuming we're just completely going away from it.
Well, I don't know. We haven't seen any of the creams yet. Surely they're going to debut some creams eventually.
Are they going to do they did orange yesterday, white today. Are they doing alt tomorrow? Is that, I don't know.
Tomorrow's Summit Blue. So must be geared more towards women's sports. And then alts are on Thursday.
How about some Summit Blue football jerseys, huh?
I like what
if we
did
go
with it
Summit Blue baseball, I'm out.
Blue jerseys, white pants will be the Tennessee Smurfs.
I bet it's just women's basketball.
Pretty good.
La 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 la
softball.
La 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 la.
That was pretty good, Russ. I popped for that one. Yeah. And by the way, Russ, I don't know if earlier talking USM&T jerseys, do you realize the horrific navy blues we wore last night? We were 0-2 in this tournament. And
that's not a coincidence, Roberto. Undefeated, never lost.
Never lost in the other one.
Those are wonderful, man. I love those. The Waldos.
I don't understand why we didn't do it. And I thought it was cool because it looked like the flag was waving on the jerseys.
Yeah.
I mean, they really did it well.
Yeah, at first I didn't really like that because you remember the Waldo jerseys, they wore that 15 years ago, and it was great. Everybody loved them, and people have been asking to bring those back for years. And they finally did it, and they had the wave effect going. And at first I was like, I don't know. Why can't they just go back? But it grew on me, man. That's a dang good jersey.
Same. Yep. Shame. It's a shame we won't get to the boys in red, white, and blue anymore this tourney, but it is what it is. I still won't rescind my recension, or however you want to say that, Russ, on Pulisic, but he's never going to be Dempsey or Landon Donovan, is he? He's really not. He's just, I don't want to use the word soft because I don't think he is. He's just slight, and he just gets physically dominated in there. That's what happened yesterday. He just gets dominated, and I know he hit his knee or whatever, or hit his ankle, but still, he's just not.
But here's the thing that's different about that. And we go inside soccer for this a little bit, but Dempsey played for Fulham, right? Landon had a cup of coffee with Everton, did not play long overseas. Pulisic is stuck. Like, he's stuck over there. Like, he's stuck with AC Milan. He belonged at Chelsea. He was a phenom for Dortmund. Like, he's made a name for himself overseas. No, he's not the best. He's not leading his league in scoring or something, but he belongs over there. So, in my opinion, he's better than those guys, but he hasn't had the impact on the national team that those guys have had.
I'm sorry, that's what I meant, Russ.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that was said. Yeah, no, I agree with you there. He is, internationally speaking, I should say, like club-wise, he's a much better player than those guys were. Absolutely. I totally agree. But in international comp soccer, like when they're playing against other countries, he's not anywhere close. And I don't think he ever will be. And I hate that for him.
Yeah.
See what?
And it's frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, he just gets hurt constantly. I mean, last night he was fouled. I think I would call that when he went to kick the ball and hit the defender. I think I would call that a foul if I were them. But I mean, it ended his game. Like, it clearly hurt him pretty bad.
It's just.
And go ahead. I'm sorry, Walker.
I mean, it's just, when you talked about the first thing you said about him just being like, he's physically getting dominated. I just think it really is that he just cannot stay 100% healthy. He hasn't been for a long, long time. Like, Russ knows when he was at Chelsea, he would show flashes and then he'd get hurt. He'd show flashes, then he'd get hurt. Then he goes to AC Milan, has a career 2024-25 season, like scored 20-plus goals or something like that. He was awesome.
Yeah, he was incredible.
And then he was hurt this whole last year. Sadly, that's just going to be the story of him, is that he was so good, but he just couldn't stay healthy.
And that's why I submitted to the record that it's not really his fault. He's just slight, and there's nothing he can really do about it.
Yeah.
Like, I guess he could put on muscle, but that's just not his game anyways. It'll slow him down. Cause he's so creative off the ball even. But, have you guys ever seen anything like what Argentina did today? I know Belgium did it to Senegal, but that's Senegal and I don't know. I was just kind of astounded at what they did today in that 14-minute stretch.
I was watching most of that game. I had live bet, used my 30% bonus on FanDuel on Argentina. I got them like right at 200. It did. I went out and that was at 1-0. I went out, did something that come back as 2-0. I'm like, oh man, well, there's $10 down the drain. Sit down and watch that. Incredible. Absolutely incredible comeback. Are they a team of destiny?
I don't know. I do have a hot take that I don't think France ends up winning this. I think they're the best team, and it just seems like I think France is the best team, and it just seems like this isn't a tournament that the best team is going to win. I got Norway at plus 3,000 before the tournament, and I got Morocco at plus 5,000 before the tournament. And those seem to me just as likely as France right now. I know that sounds crazy, but I guess we'll know. Is it Thursday they play? France plays Morocco Thursday, right?
That's correct.
I think whoever wins that has the best shot of anybody at winning the tournament. I know it sounds crazy, but I think Morocco's like the toughest out I've seen of anybody in the tournament. You just can't knock those guys out. It'll be a great game on Thursday, but it's a real shame that the U.S. got knocked out, but and everybody says you can't get past the round of 16. It's like, yeah, but we got to it. Like, we're not a superpower, and I don't know if you saw that stat I threw up last night, Russ, but like, we've gotten as far as, it's like you can go through all the teams that are in front of us. We got as far as Brazil. We got further than the Netherlands, and you just keep going down the list. We got as far as Mexico is ranked in front of us. U.S. is going to move up in the world rankings after this tournament. And they got just as far as some other teams that are clearly better than them. I'm just not as disappointed, I guess, as others are. Guys, I hope you have a great day. Thanks for the time.
Thank you, Roberto. Appreciate the phone call. Roberto drops off. That creates a line available for you, 865-966-3435. Your phone number to get on board, 966-3435. Big thanks to Michaela Shepard helping us out in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. She screwed anything up yet, Walker?
No, it's been all good. It's actually running smoother than ever back here.
Shocker.
So you've trained a high school student in less than an hour, less than 2 hours, and already she's producing at a higher level than Bear.
I mean, I don't know if I'd say higher, but definitely very close. About as close as you could get, really.
Okay. That's
The vibe's not as snippy.
interesting.
Out of that booth either.
Much more chill back there.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could feel it across the glass, can't you, Bob? Lack of anxiety and rage
helps that
emanating from that side of the room.
Just having a calmer presence on the ones and twos back here eases the mind.
That's what I've been saying for years. We need a calmer presence. What the U.S. needed last night, a calm presence. Panicked.
We did not have a calm.
We panicked.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Did you guys talk about any? I know we got to hit a break, but did you guys talk yesterday at all about an observation I made over the weekend that you probably already knew, but that Mbappe felt like, I know he's a great player, but comes off like a total clown to me.
I remember you saying that. I think there's some truth and some not truth to it.
I've never noticed that. It's weird. The things that people like their first impressions, like, because I never got that. Bears, you guys missed this yesterday. Lionel Messi was added to the list of awesome things Bear hates.
Oh, wow.
Just really strong dislike. Okay. A lot of borderline like language used. Very uncomfortable. Had to resort to the list for comic relief. He was getting, like I said, a lot of anxious anger being spewed yesterday from that side of the glass. But yeah, I mean, Mbappe's fine with me. There is a certain French smugness that's always there about that team. And hey, that, they've been really good for most of my life.
Yeah.
That exists beyond the soccer field, by the way. Whenever you go over there, you don't ever feel welcome.
No, you don't. You really don't. Oh, it's
sorry,
weird.
sir. We do not have cheeseburgers here.
Mm-hmm.
Mbappe's a weird character because he does showboat out there a little bit. He celebrates and does all that stuff. And there's also like some good. Like, I don't know if you guys have followed everything that he's been getting into with what. I don't remember who, someone in the Paraguayan government like came out and just said some awful things about him.
Really?
Yeah.
It's the Paraguayan government?
Like someone in the government, like go look it up. Like Mbappe like tweeted out about it, about how he's like, it was like really racist and really bad. And he's been standing up for a lot of people around there. So he's a weird, interesting character. But on the pitch itself, like he's so good and he celebrates his goals and he's got a little bit of smugness to him. It's just competitiveness, like all those guys out there have.
I mean,
so good.
Ronaldo's always been that guy for me. I mean, you talk about an arrogance.
Yeah, Ronaldo.
Yes, if you're good at your sport. I mean, you see that a lot in American sports.
Yeah,
wide receivers, running backs.
Yep.
The best basketball players.
Yep.
And you tell me Anthony Gordon isn't a smug, arrogant
Anthony Edwards?
Yeah.
Gordon, the English winger. Gordon.
Football on the mind.
Yep.
He's good, man. I didn't think he was going to be
going to Barcelona.
Is he really?
Yeah. For like 80 million.
Quick timeout. The drive continues. Wrapping up hour number 2 when we come back. Keep it tuned right here. It's Fan Run Radio.
The Drive. Check out exclusive Fan Run video content on YouTube. Just search Fan Run Sports and be sure to like and subscribe.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly. Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess, but isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't
the hour. Good afternoon, Will. You're on the drive, Fan Run Radio. Go ahead.
Hey, I'll be in and out before the top of the hour, no problem. So I was just calling. I haven't been plugged in. I hope nobody's made this take, but did anybody feel watching the game last night, the U.S. soccer game, did it feel exactly like a University of Tennessee Elite Eight basketball game?
I actually said similar. I said it was kind of like the Ohio State college football playoff game.
Tremendous hype going into it. Kind of the feeling of, I know we're not going to win it all, but if we just win this game, I'll be super happy.
Yeah.
You know, and then just kind of, it felt a lot like that Houston game to me. Just, we knew quickly we weren't the better team.
No, we were Kevin Malone spilling the chili all over the carpet in the office.
Yeah.
Fell on our faces, Will. Not good. And one more quick thing from a non-educated soccer fan. I understand that our goalkeeper made a terrible mistake on the third goal, but what was he attempting to do? Can you educate somebody who doesn't watch the sport very
he's
much?
coming out trying to break up the play. Like Richards was beat. He had a chance to get to the and he did get to the ball. And he had a chance to clear it away, but he I don't know what he was thinking. He's kicked the dirt instead and hesitated and had it taken away from him. And if he had just kicked it as hard as he could down the field, it would have been fine. We would have lived to fight another battle. But that was the game right there, man.
Well, my final thoughts on the World Cup, not that anybody asked or cared, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I will continue watching it. And it was an awesome event. Loved it. I just don't think it's going to translate into me actually watching any, because I feel like the event was the awesome part, not necessarily just soccer. That's just one man's take. I have a feeling
you cut out there for a minute. Will, did you say it's not going to translate into you watching like MLS or Premier League games or?
Correct. I'll still, I'll enjoy going down to the one knocks. I'll enjoy, whatever.
Well, here's the other
my
thing.
Appreciation.
Yeah, the national team has become big business, and they're always playing, right? So there's going to be friendlies every year, and then there's usually a big summer tournament every year. They'll play the Gold Cup every 2 years, where they play the other CONCACAF teams. The Nations League has become a thing recently, so they're always trying to, extract more money from this game over the summer. So even if you don't, I get it. I don't follow MLS. Not really, don't have any plans to, but the national team's always there, man, and it's a fun thread to follow throughout the year.
Well, maybe I'll pick up on that Gold Cup. I did think Fox did a really good job with it. It was well produced, and they put a lot behind it. I thought it was pretty awesome television. And then my other quick hitter point here, I read an interesting article last night related to Tennessee football. And it was pushed to my phone by CBS.com, and it was every school, like a super team by position group. And it said that Tennessee had the best linebacker room in the country, which got me very excited.
Interesting. All right.
And I'm curious. I'll hang up and.
Yeah, we got to run. Thank you for the phone call, Will. We will pick up on that after the top 5 at 5. Stay with us.
The Drive. Fan Run Radio, where Big Orange Country comes to talk sports. Start your morning off with your daily dose of talk sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11. Then it's Tony Basilio from 11 to 1. The Playbook with William Pattison from 1 to 3. And The Drive from 3 to 6. It's 10 hours of hard-hitting local sports radio every day, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work-hard, play-hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run? Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you: Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you, and as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
The more you listen to your kids, the closer you'll be. So we asked kids, what do you want your parents to hear?
I feel sometimes that I'm not listened to. I would just want you to listen to me more often and evaluate situations with me and lead me towards success.
Listening is a form of love. Find resources to help you support your kids and their emotional well-being at sounditouttogether.org. That's sounditouttogether.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Pivotal.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville. Fan Run Radio.
Are you ready to show off that confident, radiant smile you've always dreamed of? Well, here at Knoxville Smiles, we're ready to turn your dream into a reality. At Knoxville Smiles, we're more than just a dental practice. We're your partners in achieving optimum oral health. From routine cleanings and checkups to advanced cosmetics and restorative procedures, we offer a wide range of services in an environment that makes every visit a positive and comfortable experience. At Knoxville Smiles, it's about more than just treatments. We're focused on creating a welcoming environment where you feel like family. Our state-of-the-art facilities are designed with your comfort in mind, and our friendly staff is always ready to address your questions and concerns. Don't wait any longer to achieve a beautiful smile you deserve. Schedule your appointment at Knoxville Smiles today and take that first step towards a healthier, happier you. Call us at 865-539-1776 to book your appointment today, or just visit our website at knoxvillesmiles.com.
It's time for The Drive's Top 5 at 5.
Quitting time on your Tuesday, 5 o'clock here on Fan Run Radio. I'm Russell Smith. Thanks for tuning in to The Drive. Bob Baskerville and Walker Smith with today's Top 5 at 5, brought to you by our friends at Knoxville Smiles. Walker, what you got?
Thank you, Russ. At number 1, Tennessee Athletics continued its new Adidas uniform release today with the unveiling of the new white jerseys for football, baseball, men's and women's basketball, softball, and women's soccer. The Summit Blue alternates for the Lady Balls will go public tomorrow, and the dark mode alternate for the men's sports will come out on Thursday.
The unveiling.
I guess it is interesting that dark mode is now just the men's sports Summit Blue. In a way. Like, it's just our third color.
They have the Pat Summit game where we wear all the blue accents.
Did we even do that last year, though? We did it 2 years ago. I know that. I don't think we did it last year.
We did it a couple of years. I can't remember if we did it. I want to say we did it last year.
I don't remember.
To go back and check.
Yeah. But it was just like the sleeves.
Sleeves,
stuff like
socks,
that.
mouth guards, like just accessory stuff that you could wear.
Summit Blue game. Google search. Interesting.
I don't know. I hope they look good. I wonder how far out they'll go with the blue for all those uniforms.
2023. Yeah, I don't mind it.
Should be good.
I don't mind a little Summit Blue here and there.
We love Summit Blue here. We love Summit Blue.
Here's this is a TikTok video. What do you think about that, Bob? A Summit Blue football jersey, the blue helmet, orange numbers.
Super gross.
The Summit Blue helmet with the orange power tee. I kind of think that looks good. I'm not gonna lie. I think if they really
Walker,
wanted to, they could do it.
Just move along.
I think they could do it if they wanted.
That's
Summit Blue football jersey.
That's actually worse than any soccer take you would give them.
All my soccer takes are good. So
that one's except
sense.
A lot of people are not soccer.
Just go to number 2.
All right, fine. At number 2, Coach Kim Caldwell announced today that Lady Vols guard Avery Mills suffered a right knee injury and will miss an extended period of time. Mills, a transfer from Liberty, suffered the injury on June 30th in a team skill workout. Mills averaged 15 points last season as a sophomore at Liberty while shooting 42% from three-point range, and she also earned first-team all-conference honors last year.
That's a bummer.
Tough break for Kim and the ladies.
Not going to help Bob buy those tickets.
No,
is this a deal breaker?
Oh, the deal's broken. It
is now.
Yeah, it's been broken for a while.
Does it sound like an ACL?
I don't know.
I hate to speculate. I know I don't want to speculate, but it used to be when somebody hurt their knee, particularly in women's basketball, women more susceptible to ACL injuries. They would just tell you, so-and-so hurt her knee. She's out, but she has a knee injury. She's going to be out for an extended period of time. That people can't help but speculate. When you're that vague with your updates, it's like, why say anything? I didn't even know this girl was hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Why not just wait until closer to the season if you don't know if there's any uncertainty around it? I don't know. That kind of irritates me.
Yeah.
But I hate it for her, man. That's got to be devastating. You just made the transfer up to the big stage. You think this is your year.
Yeah. But on the flip side of that, speculation, you could speculate in the glass half full way where if they're not saying ACL injury, maybe extended period of time means just most of the offseason in the first month.
I mean, I guess so. But if she just sprained her knee, you're not going to issue an update about that. That's just somebody asked her about it at one of her media availabilities. She'll say, oh, yeah, she's working through some, she'll be back. But the fact that they went to the lengths to, I got an email about it.
Yeah.
From the university. It's okay, that's
press release.
Probably a sign that
not good.
It's bad, yeah.
Yeah. At number 3, Amir Khan is back. The viral student manager from the 2025 NCAA men's basketball tournament.
Mr. Aura?
Yep. Has entered the transfer portal to reunite with Will Wade at LSU.
You just followed him from McNeese to NC State to LSU now.
Yep. Khan earned the nickname Aura while attracting more than 20 NIL deals that combined to exceed 6 figures after his tunnel walkouts with Wade's McNeese State squad and became one of the biggest social media events of that tournament. He's got another year, folks. Mr. Ora is back, and he's going to be in our conference now.
Coming to our building, right?
He might be in our building.
Will Wade's just going to make a mockery of the SEC from the standpoint. He's just kind of doing anything he wants at this point.
He makes Kiffin look likable in comparison.
Yes.
Well, is he even going to be good
What a
this year?
putz, Will Wade.
Are they even going to be good? They don't have players.
They signed a bunch of dudes who are pros. Like, are they going to be able to play? We're just not going to call them. We're just going to let LSU do whatever they want to do. There's no rules.
It is kind of going under the radar of that whole situation down at LSU. Made a big splash when they made the hire and brought him back. But then it feels like he's bringing all these pro dudes from overseas. It's kind of gotten, left on the back burner because of everything else that's going on in college sports.
Yeah. Mr. Ora.
He's back. At number 4, let's take a look at the packed MLB slate today. The Cubs and Cardinals got a doubleheader going on today. The Braves take on the Pirates. The Yankees play the Rays, and the Padres go against the Diamondbacks, while the Dodgers host the Rockies.
I was thinking about you last night, Russ. You guys pulled it out, but boy, Raisel Iglesias tried his best to blow a win for you.
We didn't pull it out.
You lost?
Yes.
7-6. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you came back and won. I know you were up 5-3 in the ninth.
Why are we talking about baseball? Stupid. I thought we'd been over this. Nobody cares about baseball.
That's interesting. Yeah, I'm not hearing your music anymore. Interesting.
Bob, I'm sorry,
that was
did
really
you say something? I
just
couldn't
did.
hear you. You're not coming through the.
Yeah, that's okay.
I guess Walker's bumper.
Oh,
music's
you
drowning
know what?
out.
I mixed it up with the Dodgers who walked off the Rockies last night.
You had to walk off the Rockies.
Hey, win's a win, bro. Doesn't matter.
That's true. We don't get many wins where Russ and I are from right now.
That's right.
It's true. That was really mean what Bob just did to you, Russ. I just want it on the record.
Bob's not a
that
nice
was,
person. So
that
people,
was really mean, and he didn't.
People
need to do
think Bob is a nice guy. They don't know him like I do. There's a darkness to Bob. A lot of anger simmering underneath the surface, and every now and then it comes out.
Somebody's got some snide comments. He'll make a little
very
nice backhanded
snarky
compliment about your team that makes you feel worse somehow.
I mean, Walker is not talking about any of that. Like, you go out of your way to bring it. Like,
I do.
You know, I'm already hurting with the national team, and now you got to stick the shiv in the side a little more. You can't just leave well enough alone.
You're right. I do, because man,
you want to talk about the time my dog died when I was in 4th grade while you're at it there, Bobby?
I wouldn't do that, but unless he was a Braves fan.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. See what I mean? See what I mean?
You were insufferable about a month ago when the Braves.
I was not.
Yeah, and I said
I like my team.
Yeah, well,
I like my team. I celebrate when my team wins. Is that mean? Is that
no?
How's that insufferable? I like when I win.
All I said to you was, it's a long season, brother, and
I never denied it. I knew the possibility. That's why I leaned into it as hard as I did, Bob. In life, you got to enjoy the good times. You got to celebrate while you have the opportunity, because you never know. Maybe your pitching staff starts dropping like flies, and you forget how to hit. And then all of a sudden, baseball's not even fun to follow anymore. So you celebrate the first month or two of the season. First quarter of the season champs. And by the way, we're still in first place in the NL East.
How many games? Few.
1.5, 2.
Handful. It's close.
Not many. Enough that I'm not really following it on a day-to-day basis, okay?
You still have a little.
I literally, Walker, we were doing the post-game show last night.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of following. I'm like, oh, man, we're blowing one. As soon as we're done, it is Braves down 1, 2 outs in the ninth. And I flip over as fast as I can, just in time to see the final out. It's brutal. Brutal.
It's tough times. It's tough times down in Atlanta right now.
Complete disaster.
They'll figure it out. We still got like almost 3 months of baseball. So we're not even at the All-Star break yet. We still got a long time. A lot of baseball left to be played. A lot of baseball. And at number 5, a video from last weekend shows a Waymo self-driving car driving through an exploding firework with a passenger inside. The passenger recorded the scene when a person lit a firework at the intersection it was driving through and where they were heading. As the firework begins to explode, you can hear the passenger panic as the Waymo continues to drive forward into the chaotic scene.
Oh, no.
The passenger ended up being okay, and the car didn't sustain significant damage, but it did go straight through a firework.
I know that's probably the wave of the future, self-driving cars. Like, I get it. It's going to be one of those things where it's like airplane. You're actually safer flying on the plane than you're driving on the car. But there are all these things as we enter this new phase of technology and we roll it out. There's going to be all these things they didn't account for. The engineers didn't think about, well, what happens when there's a giant 4th of July celebration and we turn the street into a war zone? That's not going to show up on the Waymo's radar. And they're just going to drive right into it. I mean, they'll learn now, but that's why I'm not doing it. I know we don't really have that in Knoxville, but I'm going to stand back and let other people be the guinea pigs while they work out the kinks.
I'm on the other side.
You want to be the guy in there, like trapped in it as you're like rolling through with missiles zooming above you? Your car's on fire. You can't get out. Oh, let me out.
I'd prefer that not to happen, but I am a big proponent of Waymos and self-driving cars. It's great. It's great. They're so convenient. You don't have to tip a driver. It's all good.
I'm not arguing any of this. I'm just saying, like, if you want to be the guinea pig, you get in there. Like, you'll be the guy who gets decapitated because of some unforeseen circumstance that they didn't plan for. Me, meanwhile, I might be a little late to wherever we're going, but my head will be resting firmly atop my shoulders.
They take all the rage out of it. And I'm looking, again, I have a
robot can't have road rage.
I have a daughter who's not going to be able to drive in this new future. I'm going to have to believe in Waymos and things like that.
It brings up an interesting question. If somebody cuts you off in a Waymo, do you flip them off?
Oh, that's happened to me before. It happened to me a bunch of times at school.
While you're in the Waymo?
No, well, I'm driving behind a Waymo, and a Waymo is like, because
Well, that's the other thing. Do you flip off the Waymo if it?
Oh, you definitely flip off the Waymo. It's free.
What are you going to do? Get out there and road rage fight the passenger?
No, but in my mind, who's going to get mad? Who's going to get mad at you flipping off a Waymo?
Maybe the passenger. You don't know. I mean, people are crazy out there, Walker.
Most of the time. Oh, yeah, it's true. Could have passengers in them, but the passengers, what do they think? They'll probably think it's funny.
That's a hell of a gamble to take these days in the wild, wild west where everybody's strapped.
I'm a gambling man.
Thank you, Walker. That is the Top 5 at 5, brought to you by Knoxville Smiles. Shout out to the gang down there working late as they do every Tuesday and Thursday, open till 7 p.m., special evening hours. Just one of many ways that Knoxville Smiles makes it easier for you to see the dentist. Check them out online at knoxvillesmiles.com or do it the old-fashioned way. Give them a call. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you at 865-539-1776 to set up your appointment today. That's 539-1776, knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles. We have a phone call from Geraldo. Good afternoon, Geraldo. You're on the drive, Fan Run Radio.
Hello, sir. I love you.
Good to hear from you, buddy. Hope you're well.
So I think Waymo should play for the U.S. men's soccer team because they don't hesitate like our men's team does. And for the first time in my life, I'm ashamed to be an American.
You're ashamed?
I'm ashamed.
Why?
The way we played was like when we go to the swamp. It was embarrassing.
How did you feel when you saw the Belgian players taunting our fans, the hand to the ear? What do you got to say now, Americans? What do you got to say now?
It was embarrassing. I felt anger. I felt emotions. And I feel lied to. I feel like this U.S. men's team has set soccer back 20 years.
That's what I feel more mad at myself for buying into the hype and believe. I believed 110% we were going to win last night going in.
Christian Pulisic, whatever his name is, anytime there's a big game on the line, he acts hurt. He can't do it. He did nothing. In fact, he was a liability out there. He's a head case.
Strong words.
I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to be an American.
What are you going to do? Renounce your citizenship? Move to Argentina?
I already am. I'm Argentinian now.
What seriously? What country would you move to if you were seriously going to renounce your citizenship?
You are hearing me live from Buenos Aires, Argentina.
I think I'd do Canada.
Why?
Because it's close. They've got all the creature comforts, but they don't have the funny accents.
Depends on where you go in Canada.
In Canada? They don't have funny accents in Canada?
I mean, not like England.
You go to like French
They
Canada.
have the funniest accent, actually.
Yeah. A boot.
What's this all about?
A boot? A boot? Hey, so what do we think about when they roll? Are we getting a blue powder jersey? Is that happening?
Hope so.
Powder blue football jerseys with orange numbers and powder blue helmets.
Is that real?
No, it's not real.
I pray it's not.
It's not real.
Why?
That's what I'm saying. I think we should do it.
Walker's all for it.
Get rid of the smoky gray and just make it powder blues.
I would love to be the first college football team to be openly LGBTQ plus supportive.
It's not a rainbow. It's one color. It's blue and orange. What are you talking about?
I think that would be so progressive and amazing. And
Oh, yeah.
I would
Our fans would love that.
American.
Our progressive, amazing fans would really get behind that. Geraldo.
I mean, you don't call them blue hairs for nothing.
Do you have anything else? Do you have anything of value to add to the show today? Really? You've been away for weeks, and this is how you're going to come back? You come back with this? You're ashamed to be an American?
I, for one, am thrilled that you're back on, Geraldo.
I'm sitting in a Waymo outside the station. I'll wait until you guys get off.
All right. Thank you, Geraldo. You must go now. Shame to be an American. Wow.
That's tough.
Turning his back. I mean, yeah, I was embarrassed a little. I was disappointed. I'm not going to turn my back on my country. I don't have to go back to Belgium. There's nothing more than like a stomping ground. By the way, didn't we bail them out? Weren't they, last we heard from them, just getting runned over by the Nazis until we came and took care of business, closed up shop? Would they even be a country without us? And they want to mock us on our home soil? It's an outrage. They should be ashamed. They should be ashamed of themselves. About that?
Well, yeah.
DR Vol is next. Good afternoon, DR. You're on the drive, Fan Run Radio.
What is it with the message board fans that are so anti-American between Geraldo Vol and Belgium Bear?
I don't know, but they should be ashamed of themselves. I'm ashamed of them. How about that, Geraldo? You and Bear. Your commie brethren,
right.
You comrades.
Speaking of Bear, I mean, what, too many Moscow mules and white Russians last night celebrating the fall of America? He looked at his full-size mural of General Lord Cornwallis and said, "That's for you, brother."
There's no chance. No chance Bear was watching last night. He's like dozed off watching old BBC reruns or something.
He's a big fan of British comedy.
He's watching British TV.
Yeah. He's watching Slow Horses on Apple.
It's true.
Anything with a funny accent, he likes it.
In it?
Yeah, some British indie band that you've never heard of. No, man, these guys are great. They're the next Oasis. They're the next big thing.
Just knowing how happy he was and how happy these idiots were because Trump did something that we lost. I mean, loser mentality. The team, I watched it. I mean, we went from a team full of James Wilhoits to Max Gilbert, honestly. Looked like trash.
They weren't that bad.
That's fair. Nobody's as bad as him. I can't stand that kid.
By the way, somebody was asking if Bobby Majors was calling in. I talked to Justin Hanna last night. Who was that who called in? John yesterday said that Bobby you weren't here.
No.
So we get a call from John in Savannah yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Hey, I know Bobby Majors. This is Johnny's younger brother.
Mm-hmm.
He's like 74 now, and he's going to call into the show tomorrow." And I'm like, "Okay, I guess random listeners are booking the show now. That's okay, but I'll talk to Bobby Majors. That'd be cool." I get a DM from Justin Hanna. He says, "Buddy, let me tell you, I know that guy, and you got about as good a chance of Johnny calling in as you do Bobby." So no Bobby Majors, evidently, today on the show.
That was a great lineup of callers. You had one guy that was a money launderer, and that guy accused Bear Bryant of being an adulterer. It was incredible radio.
That was, I mean, you're refreshing my memory now. Yeah, there was a guy called in and said that Bear Bryant cheated on his wife with Kerr Crease's great-grandmother, and that's why Bear Bryant left Kentucky.
That's awesome.
Guy said that on the radio
That's
yesterday.
amazing.
And I repeated it. How irresponsible is that?
That's great radio is what that is.
That's a poll right there.
I went ahead and posted the message board. I mean, it's said on this show. I'm going to repeat it. And I remember that guy said it. I was like, what the hell did he just say? It's like breaking news on the drive. Incredible, guys. Just great show as always yesterday.
He sold it well.
Yeah, he did, because I still believe it. Guys, that's all I got. I just wanted to brag on y'all's show and bash my anti-Americans. Have a good day.
Thank you.
What do you think Bear is doing right now?
Standing at attention. Yeah. Salute.
Might not even be listening to the show and he's standing at attention. He just knows. It's very rare we make it through the entire anthem.
865-966-3435, your phone number, 966-3435. We do need to touch on what Will was asking about before the end of the last hour there. Does Tennessee have the best linebacker room in the country? We'll ponder that during the break and give you our full report when we continue, plus more of your phone calls. It is The Drive. Fan Run Radio. Stay with us.
Tony Basilio, the official voice of the common fan, is now on Fan Run Radio. Fan Run Radio. Tony Basilio, weekdays from 11 to 1. Be there.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Oh, sorry. Getting in the mood because this Saturday is Christmas in July at Covenant Health Park. But your Knoxville Smokies have great promotions all week long. Like all-you-can-eat Wednesday, Knox Vegas Thirsty Thursday with half-off draft beers, fireworks on Friday, then yes, the big man himself on Saturday. We end the week with our day game of the week. It's a week full of fun at the ballpark. Get your tickets now at SmokiesBaseball.com.
Smokies! Is your yard starting to look more wild than welcoming? Yeah, don't let your landscape be that house on the block. At ECR Total Landscapes, we make sure your outdoor space is something you're proud of. From de-weeding flower beds to leaf blowing, trimming, mulching, and more, completely customizable to your property's specific needs. We'll handle it all. Why spend your weekends sweating it out in the yard when you can just sit back and enjoy it? That's the ECR difference. And right now, new customers can get 10% off your first month of our monthly maintenance package when you sign up for a full calendar year. That's right. Consistent, reliable service at a price that makes it easy to get started. No sweat, no hassle, just a better looking lawn week after week. Call ECR Total Landscapes today and mention promo code FANRUN to save 10% on your first month. Call 865-384-2012 or visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game, Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Units nationwide or in the conference and tell you like who has the best quarterback room, who has the best running backs. And like, I think the theme this year, if you look at those, is Tennessee's kind of in the middle of the upper echelon, like between 4 and 8 and in most of those categories, which is pretty good, not dominant, but certainly not bad either. And as a caller earlier, Will pointed out, a lot of them have Tennessee's linebacker room rated pretty highly. And we certainly do have a lot of depth. There are a lot of good linebacker prospects in Tennessee's linebacker room this year that are probably not going to get on the field, might not ever get on the field here. And that's just college football in 2026. Guys are going to leave. But depth, not a problem for the Vols linebacker room this year.
No, not at all. I think what Will was referring to, it's a piece that Chris Hummer from CBSSports.com dropped earlier today, and he titled it "Building an Ultimate College Football Roster: The Best Position Groups in 2026." And what he did, I thought this was interesting because he put the twist in of you can only pick one unit per program to create this team. So some of these schools that we know are loaded in
dominant, like Georgia, Ohio State, can only,
right?
You got to choose one.
Got to choose one. So that kind of helped the case here. But yeah, for the linebacker room, he's got Tennessee, and what he said here, it's just what you underscored what you were saying, Russ. The Volunteers have the deepest linebacker unit in the country. Edwin Spillman, Jeremiah Thielander led Tennessee in tackles last year. They're both back in 2026.
And backups.
Yeah. And there's a real chance neither starts due to the presence of Arian Carter, an expected draft pick who returned to school because of injury, and Penn State transfer Amari Campbell, a 4-star addition out of the portal, who's totaled 179 tackles, 20 TFLs, 9.5 sacks over the past 2 seasons. And that's a loaded quartet for a defense that's expected to run a 4-2-5 the majority of the time. That's interesting. That's first I've read that. And I haven't even mentioned the presence of sophomores Jaden Harmon and Jaden Perlotti, both of whom were high-level contributors as 4-star true freshmen a season ago. Few units in college football have legitimate 3-deep depth. That's what the Vols will feature in 2026 with draft-worthy players sitting atop the depth chart. This is what we were talking about last week, and I talked about it on my podcast with Chris Lowe. It's like, God, I'm hoping Knowles can really kind of get into the lab and do something creative with this depth here, because we're going to be hurting in other areas, namely the edge.
Yeah, it's disappointing that you only have 2 of them on the field
at
a time. I wonder if there's some creative things you do. Maybe you go a little 3-3-5. We've been playing 4-2-5 for a long time.
Yeah.
But we've never had this kind of depth. And you didn't even mention Jordan Burns, who's been here for a couple of seasons now, and the two true freshmen, TJ White, and maybe the best prospect out of all of them is Braden Rouse, who's going to be a true freshman. So, I mean, we're legitimately, 6 or 7 deep at linebacker this year.
That's why I'd really love to see them turn some of those guys into pure speed rushers off the edge. Like, I think if we found, I mean, it's easier said than done. Obviously, you can't just turn someone into it like that. But a guy like Perlotti, if you taught him how to rush the passer from the edge spot with the amount of speed he has, and we've seen him rush the passer before on blitzes, these are guys that can be weapons. And if we're going to be this deep at linebacker, let's find ways to use them to get to the quarterback, because that's going to be probably a little bit of a problem this year than it has been more in the past.
But you always wonder about making a transition when you bring in a new, whether it's offense, defense, you bring in a new coordinator, a new system, new terminology. It's like, oh man, is it going to take the first year for the guys to get it? And that's kind of been the story with Jim Knowles historically. One thing I like is we're pretty old on that side of the ball, right? Look at Indiana last year. A lot of old guys, 24, 25-year-olds. We've got a lot of experience there in Campbell and Carter and even Thielander behind him. All experience in the secondary. I mean, the Metcalf kid coming from Michigan is a senior. Farouk, who's probably going to start at safety, is a junior who started the entire year last year. Very experienced. Quay Moss comes into that nickel spot like I want to say he's a senior from Kansas State, if not a junior. And then you got Kayan Lee at corner from Auburn. He's going to be senior. Your youngest guy is Ty Redmond, and we all feel good about him, right? So you've got some experience. You got some experience on the defensive line. So it's just, how quick can they pick up this system? How much can Knowles put on these guys in their first year in it? But, it's like all these conversations, we just sort of put the quarterback position to the side for a minute, and you look at it and you're like, oh man, we're pretty good.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. I am some of these areas of strength give me some hope. I mean, we've talked about the offensive line. We've talked about some of the skill position players. I mean, now if we can just have the quarterback deliver, that's going to be the key development there. But
minor details.
Minor. No big deal. No big deal at all.
Joshy Boy is next. What up, Joshy Boy?
How are you guys doing today?
Joshy Boy, I'm proud to be an American, brother.
I'm proud to be American as well, Russ.
Not like Geraldo Vol. I'm proud. I had my head up high today when I woke up. Kissed the ground. Thanked my lucky stars. Counting my blessings.
Yeah. So is the whole crew here today?
Bear is not here.
Oh, so you guys won't flush me?
You say whatever you want about him, yeah.
Okay.
No, Joshy Boy. Behave yourself now.
No.
Behave yourself.
He's a punk and a clown.
Listen,
it's crazy that he doesn't cheer for USA.
What would Bear say if he were here right now? I cheer for him more than you do, Joshy Boy. I've been in this country longer than any of you. You question mine. It's you. You're the one. I'm not the communist. You're the communist. I've got Bear down, don't I? Like just the thought patterns.
It's like he's in the room.
You definitely do, Ross. I'm pretty sure you would do a really good Bear impersonation on the phone if somebody thought it was you as Bear.
Well, if that's a skill I ever need, then I guess I'll be good to go, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know why I would ever need that, but okay. Go ahead, Joshy Boy.
So, Walker, what did you think about that Argentina and Egypt game? So, Russ, what did you think about it as well?
It was an amazing game. Like Argentina, that's what good teams do. They find out how to win. Looking back on it, Egypt kind of got screwed in a couple spots. If you go look at a couple of screenshots, they had a goal called back for a 50-50 foul committed at midfield. And then on Argentina's last goal, On the play before it, the guy got stepped on and fouled in the opposing penalty box, so it should have been a penalty, and they never even went back and reviewed it. So, really good game, but there was some official stuff going on there.
Yeah, I thought there was some fishy stuff in that game.
Give Argentina credit, man. You leave the door cracked. They're not going to let the opportunity pass them by. That's what, I'm watching that and just thinking about like our performance last night. And it's like, man, they're just so much more aggressive, not necessarily more skilled, but just, set Messi off to the side. Obviously he's in a different world, but it looked like they wanted it a lot more than we did. That's for sure.
Yeah. All right, guys, I got a tricky question for you in football. So out of the two categories, what two games would you rather win this season? Okay, let's start off with, would you rather beat LSU at home and Texas at home, or would you rather win at Texas A&M and beat Alabama at home?
I think I'd rather beat LSU and Texas.
Oh, man, I love beating Alabama.
Yeah, but
love beating Alabama.
I guess either one's they're gonna have pretty big weight on anything we're trying to do for playoff eligibility. Which
just beating Kiffin this year and not allowing him to win in Knoxville that's like the biggest one of all four in my opinion. I heard what you say, like beating Alabama is sheer ecstasy. But
It's
beating
drunk.
Kiffin is avoiding disaster.
Yeah.
It's true.
I think I'm going to go with the first one, beating Texas and LSU at home. Because I want to see the look on Kiffin's face when they beat them at home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Vengeance is a powerful factor in all this, Joshy boy. I want to see him angry. I want to see, can you imagine him walking off the field and we've got 1,000 fans by their tongue, just cursing him, just calling him every name in the book, saying awful things about him and his wife and his kids, just laying into family, just giving him the business. Oh, that would be great.
You think somebody might try to throw a golf ball at him
Sure.
again this season?
Take a shot at him. Yeah, throw it at his feet or something. I don't want to seriously maim the guy.
Yeah.
Not a monster here. What do you think?
Mustard bottles. Get mustard tosser in there.
Mustard bottle.
You have a mustard bottle, squirt mustard. Can you throw? Let's get medieval, man. What happened to the days of throwing rotten cabbage and tomatoes and stuff at people?
Bring back throwing tomatoes.
Who brought a tomato to the game? I don't know. I'm throwing it at Kiffin.
I'm ready to throw my tomato.
Splat.
Guys, so out the door, you guys know who Potch kind of reminds me of?
Who's that?
Rich Bruins in the tournament. See ya.
He's proud of himself for that one.
So clever. So funny.
I don't know who Rich Bruins is, by the way.
Yeah, I don't actually know who he was talking about.
Let's get T-Carp in here next. Hello, T-Carp.
Fellas, how are we doing today?
Doing well. How are you, sir?
Hey, I'm doing good. I'm on a traditional landline today, so it should be just coming in clear.
It
as
sounds
a bell.
so different. It sounds,
doesn't it?
It sounds fine, but it sounds like a landline, like you're plugged into a wall somewhere.
Yeah, it's a traditional phone. I'm not plugged into the wall, but the base is plugged into the wall. Yeah, it's wild.
I didn't even know they had those anymore.
Yeah, they still do. Come to think of it. Anyway, guys, are we getting DGG? Tony Basile had a really good conversation today with it about how important DGG might be to Heupel. Do you think we're getting him? And do you think it's important that we do it? We used to talk, we've had conversations about it being recruiting, high school recruiting just being kind of icing on the cake. And how we want guys in the portal. Do you think this really matters?
Yes, to both questions. Yes, I think Tennessee is going to get him. I've been saying that for well over a month now. And I think it's important too. I think just the proximity factor, Tennessee's got to get back to locking down its own state. And if you can't lock down the state, you at least got to lock down East Tennessee, man. You can't let other teams come in here and get elite prospects. And I know technically he's from Canada, but this will have been his third season at Baylor. You've been recruiting him all that time. You've got to close the deal here. I think we are. And I think the good thing about it is when you recruit these high school kids, and you're seeing this now with it's not just Tennessee. Like, look where Alabama's ranked in the recruiting rankings. They're like in the 30s. It's not because they can't recruit. It's because they're reallocating how they spend their money. You don't want to spend 7 figures on a guy that's going to stand there carrying a clipboard for a year. If you're going to spend big money, those guys need to be on the field immediately. And the thing about a running back is it's not like quarterback or offensive line where it's a developmental position or it takes a couple of years. This kid's going to be able to walk on campus and play from day one. And it sounds like he's a sharp young man. It doesn't sound like he's got a wild, circus going on around him like Nico did. So I feel like it's a safer investment than some of the other guys that Tennessee spent big money on coming out of high school.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think it's a really, really important development to the future stability of this program too. I think that if we don't get him, I heard some of Tony's piece today as well, T-Carp, and I agree. I think if we don't get him, it's going to set up this whole, it's going to temper expectations in a bad way for this team. And,
right.
And so the here and now could really be under attack, not just what we're building for the future. So I think it's incredibly important at this point.
I think so too. To hear we have depth at linebacker to the point where we don't see T-Lander out on there, it's on skates, like we did last year. It seems to me like they made some really important investments on defense. Now, I'm honestly not worried about the offense. I know we don't quote unquote know who's at quarterback. I think if I know you guys, and I've known you guys for a while, I think behind the scenes everyone sort of knows who the quarterback's going to be. But I think we'll be okay. I really do. And if we can't throw the ball, we have seen Heupel tailor the offense to mostly running, and we made it to the daggone playoffs doing that, and we just played defense. So this makes me pretty happy. Now, what I'm not happy with is Knowles getting married. I do agree with what you said yesterday. I want my defensive coordinators in the lab, not doing absolutely anything. Kind of like Mickey telling Rocky, he's like, I don't want you messing with that girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Makes you weak in the knees, right?
Makes you weak in the knees. That's right.
You didn't hear this, Bob. Here's my hot take about Fake Bear getting married. Bad development. You don't want your defensive coordinator highly paid, distracted. He's got butterflies buzzing around. He's in love. I can't wait to get out of the office so I can go home and spend time. He's in the honeymoon phase, man. I want him sleeping on a cot in his office with film coming out his eyeballs.
Depends on how long they've been together before the marriage.
It's a good point. I don't have any. This was a half-ass, poorly put together take, but again, I delivered it with gusto.
Because some of that honeymoon,
it was very well delivered.
Some of that honeymoon stage might have happened pre-nuptials.
Are you saying that someone would do that in the year of 2026? Our Lord,
you're saying that Fake Bear was living in sin?
I don't believe it.
Okay,
it's hard for me to believe. Anyway, love you guys. Excited for what's coming down the pipe. Man, football season's back. Hated to see our one Monday night football. Kind of sucked, but other than that, I'm invested in the soccer thing. Got 2 kids that are playing it now. I can watch the beautiful game, and know a little bit about what's going on. Y'all be good.
Thank you, T-Carp. T-Carp understands offsides.
Oh, yeah.
Your kids get into it. I mean, you go anywhere, West Knoxville on a Saturday morning, it's everywhere. These kids playing soccer, parents toting them around. It's fun times, man. I miss it when my kids played soccer. Those are always good games to go to. All right. Coming up, the shocking conclusion. We'll see if we can nail the dismount here. 865-966-3435, your number to get on board here. Speak now, forever hold your peace. Back to wrap things up. Fan Run Radio. Stay with us.
The Drive. 105.7 FM, 1340 AM. Online at fanrunradio.com and streaming on the free Fan Run Radio app. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends. Everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life account, offering extra benefits, including bank travel. Experience the trip of a lifetime to Ireland. Explore rolling green hills, historic castles, and charming villages across the Emerald Isle. Get in on the fun. Call 865-429-7935 today.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Okay, so we really need uniforms and equipment for this season. Can I trust you with that? Cool, I'll just order them online. What? Yeah, I'm going to hop online and I'm going to get them ordered. Hold up, that's not a good idea. We shouldn't just spend money on some random online retailer, okay? I mean, it seems pretty convenient. Trust me, it's a terrible idea. Let me simplify this for you. SM Athletics. Okay, how do you pronounce it? SM Athletics? They're the go-to for uniforms and equipment, whether it's for universities, high schools, youth leagues, you name it. So why wouldn't you rather go with professionals who can guide us through the process, design the perfect uniforms, and deliver the best equipment? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. What's the name again? SM Athletics. Right. It's definitely smarter to go with a company that emphasizes customer service, fair pricing, and, of course, excellent products. Exactly. So, yeah, I guess it's settled then. For uniforms and equipment for all sports, it's SM Athletics.
Ball fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Where are the best ribs in the Volunteer State? Rickard Ridge. Who has the best barbecue catering packages in East Tennessee? Rickard Ridge. And where is the most beautiful setting to enjoy a meal with family and friends? Rickard Ridge. Rickard Ridge Barbecue. Just a quick ride up I-75, take exit 134, hang a right, and Rickard Ridge is on your left, just inside Cove Lake State Park.
Back here on The Drive, it's Fan Run Radio, wrapping up on a Tuesday afternoon edition of the show. Russell, Bob, and Walker back with you. Big thanks once again to Michaela for helping out behind the scenes here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. And big thanks to everybody. Lots of callers today, lots of chatters, lots of soccer talk, uniform talk. Hey, man, it's July. A lot of football talk going on in the chat. I'll give them credit, man. They are getting after it in there and talking about the linebacker room as GBO Kyle Beach and Music City Sam. Big Dog West Tennessee, breaking it down in there. Somebody said the U.S. men's national team game last night was the equivalent of that year that Nathan Peterman was sent, or
Peterman,
yes. Excuse me, was sent into the Florida game in the swamp down there and got about broke in half.
Yeah.
Thought that was a good line.
Complete disaster.
GBO Kyle Beach says Blake Burke and Andrew Fisher are in town to play against the Smokies. That they are. Big game at Smokies Park tonight. I'm sorry, the Cove. All due respect. And we will be there tomorrow in person and hoping to catch up with Mr. Burke and Mr. Fisher on location. Very exciting.
Yeah. Fisher's heard from some other people who've spent time with Fish. He's good young man, but he's a piece of work too. I'd love to. Hopefully, we can sit down with them tomorrow. That'd be awesome.
They're both tearing it up. But, I mean, Burke. I say this as nicely as I can, but Burke has been hitting the training table. I think he's also been hitting Pizza Hut and maybe Burger King. A couple other. He looks like he's on Body by Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
I mean, he's hitting tanks. He hit like a 450-foot home run the other day to straightaway center that they said was, I think it was the longest in the Southern League so far this year.
Oh, yeah. Mass equals gas.
Yeah.
Launching bombs.
It's slowing him down any. I mean, remember, he led our team, I think, in stolen bases in 2024. And
yeah,
like he's sneaky fast.
Yeah.
But
it's all about power.
It's the power.
It's all about power.
It's all about the long ball.
Which, I mean, it feels like years ago at this point. But I mean, you guys remember watching Fish play in the World Baseball Classic for Team Italy. I mean, he was hitting bombs then. So it's good to see that that's translated to the minors and that he'll sadly be called up by the Brewers. Wish it was anyone else, but it'd be good for him.
Burke or Fish?
Fish.
They both get up there. I mean, it's
Burke will get up there too.
You think it's a little bit. I would say there's jealousy, but I would imagine, and that's a competitive industry, and you're looking at like, hey man, like I've been in it a year longer than this guy, and he's already in Double-A and being talked about being called up to the big league club.
I mean, that's just the minor leagues. Like everyone, like you can't really take it personal in the minors because like people, you got guys that are flying through AAA, and you got guys that have been playing down in Triple and Double-A for 8 to 9 years. Like that's just is what it is with minor league baseball and the development.
Okay, so here's a plot twist. Bobby Majors did call in.
Certainly did.
I guess John from Savannah knows him. And he told him to call in, and he called in a little while ago, and we're not prepared to talk to him. Like I need to do a little bit of research before we talk to.
We do our research. Have you done your
a living
research?
Legend like that?
Yeah, we got to be ready.
So we took his number down, and we're going to schedule it for later. So thank you, John. If you're listening right now, saying where's Coach Bobby Majors, then we're gonna. I'm sorry, I didn't believe you. I didn't believe that you were going to have him call in here. I didn't think about it, but you made a fool out of me, I guess. So
we appreciate it.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
Should be great.
Somebody says Fisher's wearing a Tennessee Nike shirt in his picture. You guys should get him an Adidas shirt. Well, we can't get the Adidas shirt until they
release him on Friday.
Yeah. Music City Sam says Burke reminds me of Jim Thome. Smooth swinging bombs out there. Jim Thome reference. He did have a nice lefty swing.
And Thome was a big trunky dude as well.
All or nothing.
Yeah.
If he got a hold of it, it was gone.
God,
his son committed to us.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
I think he decommitted. Did he decommit and go to Florida State, or did he just sign? Did he just get drafted and sign?
I don't remember hearing anything about Florida State. I would assume he just got drafted.
Well, he ain't here. We've had some good offspring. Benito Santiago's kid played here.
Mookie Betts was signed here.
Well, I'm thinking about like the famous player's son, Manny's son.
I was about to say Manny Ramirez was
Ram.
signed with us for a while before deciding to sign his draft. I was really looking forward to hoping he would play. I didn't know how much of a risk he was at the time, but it was cool to dream about Manny Ramirez's son playing for Tennessee.
Well, seeing Man Ram in the stands at Lindsey Nelson.
Oh, imagine him just
Manny being Manny at Lindsey Nelson Stadium.
God, it'd be so cool.
Would have been fantastic.
What could have been.
What could have been.
What could have been.
And what could still be. Hey, man, as long as we get good again next year, I'm all for it. All right, that's going to do it for us. Another stellar edition of The Drive in the books. For Bob and Walker and Michaela, I'm Russell.